Texas, Oklahoma, Texas A&M on Sirius XM.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk, excuse me, is on the air. Kentucky Wildcats travel to Tennessee to take on the Volunteers. Take on the Volunteers. We got a good one tonight, y'all. Good college basketball matchup. The number 8 Tennessee Vols take on the number 12 Kentucky Wildcats in NCAA Men's Basketball action. This game is set to start in about 9 minutes. About 9 minutes to tip off in this one. And we'll do a quick pregame here. But if you're new, please hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. Officer Juice checks into the house as God bless everybody here. Asia Robertson in the house. How you doing, Miss Asia? I know you're going through a difficult time now as well. But good to see you in the house here. We got 10 up in here, up in here. As I mentioned, this game is set to start now in about 7 or 8 minutes, and it will be shown on ESPN on your local television dial. But it's good to see everybody. Let's go ahead and go to the stat screen and take a look at the particulars for this matchup. All right, so as I mentioned, Tennessee number 8, Kentucky number 12 in the SEC. Here are your team comparisons. Stats provided by Yahoo. You see, Oweh leads the Wildcats with 15.9 a game. Lanier, 18 for the Vols. Butler with 4.8 assists a game for Kentucky. Ziegler, 7.5 for the Vols. Amari Williams leads Kentucky with rebounds, 8.6 a game. Malicic Jr., 8.1 for the Vols. On the right side there, you see Kentucky 44th in the nation in points scored, Tennessee 209th. Rebounds per game, Kentucky 24th, Tennessee 53. Field goal percentage, Kentucky 29, Tennessee 158. Free throw percentage 110 to 49, and three-point percentage 51 to 160. Now, looking back over those, Kentucky with sizable leads in all but one of those categories, but what Kentucky has problems with is winning on the road. Kentucky is allergic to winning on the road, it seems like. But here are the betting odds according to BetMGM. The Vols are favored by 10.5 in this one. 10.5 in this one. Kentucky just dropped out of the top 10 due to their loss, 2 nights ago. So the Vols are minus 625 on the money line. The Wildcats plus 450. Here are their last 5 games. You see Kentucky's got 2 losses in a row now to both Vanderbilt and Alabama, and then Georgia as well. 2 of those 3 games were on the road. The Vols, though, 2 losses out of 5. Their last game was a loss against Auburn on January 25th. The chat's pretty quiet today. Usually I have some folks say something up in there, but hope you're all doing well. Hope you are all doing well. Here are the team stats for these 2 clubs. Or at least the player stats, individual player stats on the season. Let me get that to kick up. There we go. So we'll leave that up for a moment for you to peruse. Horse Lover says, come on, Kentucky, let's go. Horse Lover, have you seen the new Budweiser commercial for the Super Bowl? If you like horses, you'll like that commercial. Well, let me do this, y'all. Let me do this. Maybe it's on now. We'll check it out. Yeah, there is no national radio for this one.
May 27th,
And the Kentucky telecast isn't ready yet, so we will go with what we know, y'all. We will go with what we know. All right, so that is, here's the team comparisons. We talked about these already. Team ranks, rebounds per game, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and their recent games. So we'll get this set up for the start. And I will jump in the chat for a little bit. But again, you see that it is on ESPN tonight, y'all. ESPN if you're looking to watch the game. Chilly here, y'all. Chilly in southern Arizona today. Kentucky, it's time to get back to winning like we know how to do it, says Horse Lover. It is. It is time for them to get it together. I definitely agree with you. All right, current subscriber count, 21,925. Those are the Berserkers. Current member count, 141. All right, again, radio is not available at this time. It will be shortly. For a second, I thought we were crashing, chat. Everything looks good, y'all. March is almost here, and so is my wedding. Let's go, Cats. Hey, congratulations, Horse Lover. I think you guys can make a deep run in March if you don't lose your mind and let everyone walk all over you, says Horse Lover. I'm not a Kentucky fan. I'm actually most of my teams are from Los Angeles. College ball, though, I would say I probably pull for the University of Arizona Wildcats. No mistaking that court in Tennessee there, though. No mistaking that checkerboard, the orange and white. Kentucky is... Yeah, there it is. Kentucky is susceptible to the three-point shot, y'all. They are the worst in the SEC at defending the three. I'm a Kentucky fan all the way, says Horse Lover. Yeah, I kind of just follow the two Wildcat teams. The Kentucky Wildcats and the University of Arizona Wildcats are kind of the two I like to follow. What do we got here, y'all? It should start at any minute, any second, y'all. Any second, this thing should get going.
Internet channels 84, Oklahoma on XM 392.
In the chat, let's get some predictions. Let's get some predictions, chat. Who's going to win this game and what is the score going to be? I'll be right back, Kat. Hey, what's going on, Theo? What's up, Mr. Sam Eagle? Rough night last night for our hockey teams, Theo. I streamed the Kings game. They got shellacked, but I couldn't see it, so I watched your Devils game. And they got shellacked. COO is out getting our burgers for tonight. We're going to do that Applebee's $10 special. Burger, fries, and a soda pop for 10 bones. Feeling good in the old neighborhood. Isn't that Applebee's or is that Chili's?
Get the latest news, opinion, and analysis from MMA to boxing.
I think we'll get that radio here pretty quick. Horse Lover predicts Cats 91, Tennessee 65. I guarantee that is not going to happen. This Tennessee team did get blown out by a ranked team just about a week and a half ago, though.
With that back that's been bothering him. We'll be back with the opening tip here in Knoxville. This is the UK Sports Network.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings
so
and
tip off
celebrations.
just around
Those
the
are
corner,
pretty
chat.
great. But for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of
Could have
goals,
won
the
if they
managing
won. Didn't
cash
let
and
the Flyers
workflows
score
and
twice in
decision-making,
28
they're
seconds.
in to help you through
Played
all
a
of
full
it. Because
60
together they're
minutes.
proving day in and day out.
Yeah, the Kings
that
didn't even
there's
look like
nothing
they
as
were there
powerful
last night.
as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024.
Yeah, the Kings didn't even act like they were there last night. They acted like a team that was on the 5th game of a 5-game road trip, not the second game of a 5-game road trip.
Here.
The seekers who advance patient-saving care and research.
The community leaders who transform lives.
We do more than survive in Kentucky.
We strive in Kentucky. We thrive in Kentucky.
So just before I logged on, Theo, I saw that Thor's papa passed away today. Thor's papa went across the old Rainbow Bridge. And Beans, what a good dog he was. Thank you for providing this doggy for me. 10 years old. Lakers going to win tonight, thinking there's a chance, as Theo. Hopefully. I didn't do Lakers tonight because of this Kentucky game. I don't know. Plus, I don't think it was on TV for me, but maybe not. Maybe not. Let's get to it.
Kentucky will be going left to right in this first half from our vantage point here in Knoxville, but here we're next to the benches. So if you're listening to us and following along on TV, the direction will be just the opposite. So the Goose is the Tennessee team that's been struggling to make shots, 38% in league play, but they also do a good job of keeping you from making shots.
Yeah, so Kentucky's going to have to be focused defensively, especially early. If you can make them struggle early, they will not build their confidence, and it'll make it a whole lot more difficult for them. Kentucky just needs to move without the ball, keep their body moving, keep the ball moving, and hopefully they themselves will find some open shots early.
Cats, the number 1 shooting team in league play at 49% from the field. Vols number 1 in the nation in defensive efficiency. Tap is controlled by Kentucky as Brea leaps to grab it and gives it to Robinson, who's on the point for Kentucky. He's guarded by Ziegler. Middle of the floor, it's Almanor. Works it over to the left side, gives it to Robinson. They quickly whip it around to the right side. Otega always got it. Tries to attack, can't. Back to Robinson. Feeds it down low, and it's deflected and stolen by Tennessee's Meshack. Vols with their first offensive possession. Meshack guarded by Owe. Ziegler guarded by Robinson. 3 right of the circle. Missed it. Rebounded by Kentucky's Amari Williams. And Mark Pope is already up waving his arms. Wants him to push the pace. Robinson down the right side. Puts it between his legs. Turns his back to Ziegler. Hits Brea. Open. 3 ball in the air. It's good.
Well, that's just what you want. Pump fake opens up the shot.
Kobe Brea, 7 of 26 on 3s since the Florida game. Good to see him hit his first one. Milicic, a 3 for Tennessee, and he answers at the other end. Game's tied. Robinson gets it across the line to Williams. Williams dribbles over to his left. Backing down, tried to hand it to Brea, couldn't. Diagonal pass over to Almanor out deep on the right side. He hands it to Robinson. Robinson gives it up to Williams at the top. Williams dribbles to his right. Gives it to Almanor in the corner. Back to Robinson. Fakes the 3. Moves inside the arc. 9 to shoot. Over to Williams. 7 to shoot. Back to Robinson. Juggles it. Picks it up. Lets it fly. No. Rebounded by Tennessee. Lanier brings it up into front court for the Vols. He's picked up by Owe. Lanier going to his left. Picks up his dribble. Reverses it to Ziegler. Ziegler out deep to the right of the top of the key. Walks it to the middle of the floor. 2-hand pass to his right to Meshack. Moves in with a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Brea for Kentucky. Cross-court pass to Robinson coming up the left side. He's picked up by Meshack. Bounce pass to the top to Williams. Gives it to Almanor. Right back to Williams. Over to Robinson. Left side. 3. Good. 2 threes for Kentucky.
You don't see Tennessee leave teams open as much as we've seen thus far, so hopefully those shots will continue to go.
Ziegler down the right side of the lane, circles under the basket, bounce pass out front to Lanier. They whip it around to the right side to Meshack. Gets it to Ziegler, straight away, open 3 off the screen. It's no good. Williams high to snatch a 2-handed rebound, but he lost his balance and walks when he came down with the ball.
But I love the way he went up and got that one, Tom. 2 hands, cleared it out.
I like to see Brea and Robinson being intent on looking for that 3-point shot, too.
Early, man. You have to go on and put that thing up.
Kentucky will most likely need a big game at the three-point line to have a shot to get out of Knoxville with this win. Tennessee, number 1 in the nation in field goal percentage defense. They get it into Lanier in the right corner. They get it out front now to Milicic. Milicic guarded by Almanor. Almanor gives it up, or rather Milicic gives it up, then gets it back. He's right at the circle, hands it off to Ziegler. Ziegler takes it down to the right, moves down the lane, circles under the basket, pivots, flips up a shot. Too. No, rebounded by Robinson. Good defense between Robinson and Williams. Robinson drives it up the right side, gives it to the trailer Williams. Robinson gets it back. He curls into the circle, steps back, a three, made 2 of them already. 3 threes for Kentucky and a 9-3 advantage.
Just have to keep putting them up.
3 minutes in. Ziegler, two-hand pass to his right to Lanier. Owe out on the catch to guard him. They get it back to Ziegler. Whips it out front to Milicic. They'll give him a little space. Ziegler comes to get it. Ziegler back to Milicic. He's made 17 threes on the year. Taken 66, so he likes to shoot it. He drives it down the left side of the lane. Falls away, and a reach-in foul on Almanor. They forced him into a bad shot. Just don't reach.
Yeah, and Ainsley knew he got him. He pointed to his chest. That's on me. Boy, he moved his feet very, very well and kept him right in front of him. Just kind of bailed him out.
Actually, Tennessee's number 2 in the nation in overall field goal percentage defense, but number 1 against the 3. But Kentucky's already made 3 threes. Free throw good for Milicic. He has all the points for Tennessee. It's 9-4. Gainey checking in. Meshack goes out for the Vols.
Now, Gainey is one of those guys who just finds ways to hurt you. And if he makes his first shot, he will look for 5 or 6 of them in a row.
Tennessee, good free throw shooting team, 76% on the year. But this one rims out into the hands of Owe for Kentucky. 9-4 Cats, and Owe walks it up into front court. Picked up by Gainey as he moves it over to the left side. Back to Williams in the middle. Bounce pass to the right of the circle to Almanor. Trying to hand it to Robinson. He does. Robinson comes into the lane. Jump stop. Fall away 10-footer. No. And the ball's batted around and claimed by Tennessee. Akpara came out with it. Gainey jogs it up into front court. Starts down the right side. Then he backs out. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Akpara at the top. Trying to hand it to Ziegler. Ziegler cuts down the left side to get the pass. Now he backs out beyond the three-point line. Moves inside. Goes for the basket. Left-hand layup. Blocked off the board by Brea. And rebound off the glass by Kentucky's Amari Williams, who brings it up into front court. Williams drives to the top. Hands it off to Owe. Owe down the left side of the lane. Cut off, so he backs out. Cross-court pass to Williams. Out deep on the right side. Williams dribbles over to the left. Goes down the lane. Hooks it out to the right corner. Almanor wide open. Yes!
Well, that is excellently executed offense.
Quickly the other way. Gainey, pitch out to the right corner. Lanier, his three. No, rebounded by Brea. 4 baskets, 4 3-pointers for Kentucky. Brea in transition up the right side. Kicks it behind him to Williams. Williams tried to hand it to Owe, could not. Needs help. Almanor comes to get it. And a foul on Kentucky.
Williams got him with the moving screen.
First on Amari Williams. Second on Kentucky. Timeout on the floor. Andrew Carr, Brandon Garrison checking in when we come back. 15-19 to play. Cats have jumped out to a 12-4 lead.
All right, we've got our first timeout. First television timeout of the game. Kentucky comes out red hot. Call the fire department. They come out red hot, and every one of their shots has been a 3. Every one of their made shots. So they lead at 12-4 with 15-19 to go in the first half.
UK Sports Network affiliate in your area.
Finished it with a left hand off the glass.
At CareSource, we get you. We get that you're working hard, but you still need to buy your own health insurance. We get that you want big benefits for a small budget. That's why we've made our Marketplace health plans so easy to afford. In fact, 4 out of 5 Marketplace customers can get a plan for under $10 per month with financial help. So get great benefits, get a great rate, and know that we'll always have your back. CareSource, we got you. Enroll by January 15th at caresource.com/marketplace.
passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Active Heart moment of the game comes early. It's Kobe Brea with a 3 for Kentucky's first basket. He'd not been shooting it well since that big game against Florida, so he got Kentucky off to a fast start. The Wildcats have made 4 of 5 at the three-point line. Tennessee 1 for 4, 1 for 7 overall. When the Cats make more threes this season, they're 11-0, Goose. CareSource, featuring easy to afford marketplace health plans. CareSource, we got you.
Tom, when you are 4 for 5 from behind the three-point line, you just want to keep putting those up as quickly as you can, and that's where Kentucky finds themselves right now. Tennessee 1 of 7 from the field, so Kentucky defensively has been excellent. They've gotten all 7 defensive rebounds on those missed shots by Tennessee, so just a good start for Kentucky, just what they've needed.
Your point on rebounding is a good one. Tennessee gets about 40% of their misses, second best in the SEC and SEC play. So this is a Vol team that even when they're not shooting it well, if they're getting second and third chances, they can still beat you.
Oh, yeah. And they don't have an offensive rebound yet. The total's 7-2. Again, Kentucky needs to continue to do just what they're doing. I like the way they're moving bodies around, man, on offense and coming up with open opportunities.
It's a different approach with Robinson at the point. One thing it does do is probably gets your best three-point shooting group onto the floor.
Yeah, by the way, one thing that we'll pay attention to, the best point guard for Kentucky might be one of their 2 bigs bringing the ball up the floor, because Tennessee's big, he doesn't get out and chase guys around as much as some of the other ones will. So we'll see if Kentucky continues to do that.
It's a great point. Gives you an outlet if you get in trouble.
It really does.
Travis Perry's also checked in, so it's Perry, Card, Garrison, Oweh, and Brea on the floor. Ziegler into front court for the Vols. Tennessee with the basketball. DeBar's checked into the game. Now Ziegler's got it right side. Over to Lanier, and a moving screen on Tennessee. DeBar called for the foul. First one on the Volunteers.
Tom, that's a great point of what I was saying. If Tennessee's going to do that, force you to get a moving screen call, you do the same thing. Fight over those screens.
Kobe Brea brings it up into front court for Kentucky. 5 minutes in. Bounce pass to Garrison, left of the circle. Garrison just holding the ball, dribbles once, looks for the backdoor pass to Oweh. It's not there, throws it out to Brea. They swing it right side to Carr. It's knocked loose by Ziegler. And on the floor, a tie-up, and the jump ball will give it to Tennessee. Ziegler goes quick hands.
That's how I mean Ziegler can get going and go crazy on either ends of the floor, because he's down low to the floor, number one, and his hands are always active. So you have to protect that thing when he's around. Kentucky has gone to, I thought they were going to maybe a little bit of a zone look, but no, it's just Perry giving Ziegler some space. Ziegler just dribbling parallel to the midcourt line, floats over to the right, gets it left side to Lanier, in the corner to Dubar. He comes into the lane, goes around Carr, and dunks it. Strong move, and it's 12-6 Kentucky. Perry walks it up into front court for the Wildcats. Double teamed out front, gets bumped. Keeps the ball, feeds it ahead to Garrison at the right elbow. Garrison dribbling out deep on the right side. Comes to the top of the circle. Gets it off to Oweh. Goes right, now down left, down the lane. Misses the runner. Rebound to Barr, but he almost fell out of bounds. Saved it into Ziegler. Tennessee coming the other way. Very physical on Oweh as he tried to attack the rim at the other end. That's Tennessee's game. Gainey moves into the circle, can't get a shot. Out to Dubar for a three that's no good. And the rebound lost out of bounds by Tennessee's Lanier. Jackson Robinson will come back in for Kentucky. And Oweh will get a breather.
12-6, Kentucky leads, 13:52 to play. Here comes Trent Noah. Played a season-high 12 minutes down at Vandy on Saturday. He'll replace Carr.
Well, and I didn't see Carr's signal to come out of the game. Maybe just tested him for a couple of minutes at a time to see how he handles being back in action.
Garrison will inbound the ball. Tennessee is going to pick up full court.
Carr is standing on the end of the bench, though. He will not sit down.
Comes into Robinson, and they'll leave him to work it up against Meshack. Jackson Robinson puts it between his legs as he comes across the line, gives it up to Noah. Noah hands it off to Perry. Shovel pass over out deep on the left side to Robinson. Floats it to Garrison. Hands it back to Robinson. Goes baseline left with a floater. No good. Rebound snatched by Gainey for Tennessee. Two-hand pass up into front court to Meshack. Meshack comes into the circle. Goes down the lane. Cut off. Throws it out on the wing to DeBar. Gives it to Chaney. Or Gainey, I should say. Over to Ziegler, back to Gainey. Deep three, straight away. No good. Long rebound to Ziegler of Tennessee. Go back out beyond the three-point line. Comes into the circle. Bounce pass to Phillips. Phillips turns, knocked away by Brea. Phillips goes up, foul by Brea. Well, Phillips is 6'8" and 212, and he had the advantage on Kobe Brea, and Kobe ends up fouling him. He was trying to hold his own defensively. That's 3 on Kentucky.
Yeah, pretty good play defensively by Kobe. Now, he's saying he got all ball. The replay I'm looking at, I think he's right. He got all ball, but might have been a little body contact.
And haven't scored since the last media timeout at 15-19 and 13:06 to play now. It's 12-6. Kentucky in front on the strength of 4 3-point baskets.
They've done a good job defensively, though not letting Tennessee
free
put
throws,
together
no good.
Back-to-back baskets. Tennessee
shoots 76% at the free throw line, has attempted almost 100 more than its opponents, but they've missed 2 out of their first 3 at the line. Second shot, good. 1 out of 2 for the Vols. 12-7. Kentucky's lead cut to 5. Robinson works it up with some pressure in backcourt. Robinson turns his back to Meshack. Bounce pass to the middle of the floor to Garrison. Garrison works it to his left. Gives it back to Robinson. Long 3. No good. Rebounded by Ziegler. Ziegler coming up the right side. Starts in against Perry. Now spins and comes back to the top. Two-hand pass to his right to DeBar. Back to Ziegler. Ziegler coming left. Hands it to Gainey. Quick closeout by Brea. Wouldn't let him get the three-point look. Now Gainey comes into the circle. Reverses it to Ziegler. Fakes the 3. Drives by and then goes back with a pass to DeBar. To Ziegler. Left corner. 3-ball. Banks off. No good. And the rebound tapped out of bounds by Kentucky's Jackson Robinson. Maybe that's a good omen, Goose. From the corner, that thing hit in the square and almost went in. And we've seen too many of those this year.
You're right, Tom. That's not a good thing to see at all. But I like the way Kentucky's sending everybody to the backboard.
Oway in, Brea out. Ziegler left baseline, plays it into Gainey. Quick 3 in the air. It's short, rebounded by Noah. Noah out of Harlan County throws it up into front court to Oway. Oway comes into the lane, goes for the bucket, banks it up. Nobody got the foul.
Yes.
Strong take off the bounce on the right side by Oway. He took it right into the body of Gainey, who was retreating, and gets called for his first and Tennessee's second.
You must put the pressure on the officials to call it the same way they call it when Tennessee is physical. And again, a good job by Oway taking the ball to the basket.
Got to give as good as you get.
That's right.
Against these guys.
Dish out just a little bit.
Oway's free throw, good. His first point. Had that huge second half on Saturday to lead the Kentucky comeback from 14 down to 7 up. Perry out, Chandler in.
I sure wish he took the 3, but he was having so much success going to the basket. Kentucky was up.
No good with the second one.
1 point. Would love to have seen him continue to take it to the hole. That was a big shot.
Tennessee with the ball, coming down to 12 to play in the first half. 13-7 Kentucky. Here's the lob to Phillips. Basket won't count as he put it in, as they threw it over Jackson Robinson, who's called for a push in the back.
And that's a good foul.
His first, team 4th.
He was beaten going to the basket, so. reached out before he caught the ball, and it's a good foul.
Ziegler on the left baseline for Tennessee. Gets it to Phillips, cutting in on the left baseline, and Ziegler quickly comes in bounds and takes the pass back. Ziegler goes out front. Ziegler over to Lanier. Lanier gives it to Milicic. 10 on the shot clock. Milicic hands it left side to Ziegler. 7 to shoot. Ziegler driving on Owe. Gets in deep, flips up a shot that goes in. Tough shot.
That was a tough shot. Good job defensively.
He leaned into Owe and then floated back to create a little space. 13-9 Kentucky. Garrison in the middle of the floor. Cut off as he drives into the middle. Hands it off to Chandler. Chandler gets it to Noah on the right side. He gives it to Owe. Owe. Cross-court pass to Garrison. Garrison floats it to Robinson. Cutting down the lane. It's deflected. Robinson gets it back. And it's lost out of bounds off Tennessee with 4.9 on the shot clock. 11:18 to play in the half. Timeout on the floor in Knoxville. Kentucky 13. The Vols 9 on the UK Sports Network.
Zaxby's just out Phillied the Philly again. The Zaxby's Chicken Philly is back with garlic aioli, sauteed peppers and onions.
All right, Chad, Tennessee is coming back. They are coming back in this one. Kentucky has gone cold all of a sudden, shooting-wise. It's 13-9 with 11:18 to go in the first half. Kentucky had a 2-point lead at one point. But, yeah, going to get back to it, y'all. My burger has arrived. Again, this is the Applebee's special, no sponsorship, albeit there should be. But it's a full-on burger, y'all. A full-on bacon burger. Full-on bacon burger. Nice crisp bacon. Fries and a soda pop for 10 bones. I'm going to go off camera so Justin doesn't have to watch me eat.
What does being part of this community mean to Coach Mark Pope?
For me, being part of this community means having common goals. Working together to achieve those goals to make things better for everyone around you. Central Bank's been doing that since 1946.
Central Bank is proud to be part of this community and proud to be the official bank of UK Athletics. Central Bank, member FDIC.
11:18 left to play here in this opening half in Knoxville, and Kentucky leads the Volunteers of Tennessee 13-9. Watch BBN Game Day all season long. The show airs on Saturday mornings at 9 in Lexington on WLEX. Check ukathletics.com/UK Sports Network for TV affiliates and times in your area. Fans outside the state can also watch at ukathletics.com/videos or on the Kentucky Wildcats Facebook page. Since the last media timeout, Kentucky has missed all 3 of its field goal attempts and turned it over 2 more times. So they have 4 turnovers so far. Tennessee's still struggling to make shots, Goose, 3 of 13, but they've turned up the heat on their defense.
Yeah, and they have taken away those open three-point shots that Kentucky got early. So I hope Jack continues to get the shots he's getting. He's driven to the paint, had 2 nice little floaters that normally he makes. So if he can continue to do that, and I'd love to see him do that more, frankly, put the ball on the floor and create some off the dribble. So let's hope that continues to happen.
Congratulations to Malachi Moreno from Great Crossing High School over in your way, Scott County.
Scott County, yeah.
Named a McDonald's All-American this week. That's a nice honor for him. Should have happened for Jasper Johnson, too.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Jasper didn't make that team, but congratulations to the big guy over at Great Crossing High School.
Tennessee really good defensively. Part of the reason is they're so long. You look at the arms on these guys. They have great wingspan on just about everybody they put in the game, including Ziegler.
And athletes in every position.
Yes.
I mean, every position on the floor. You have quickness, and you're right, the length is there.
Just under 5 seconds to get a shot off as Kentucky inbounds the ball on the left baseline. Robinson will be the trigger man. Holman back in the game. Chandler, Owe, and Williams out there with him. Pass way out front to Owe. Puts it between his legs. Goes to his right. Down the lane with a runner off the glass. It's good.
Boy, it just beats the clock. Good.
Nicely done out of the timeout.
Soft touch.
15-9 Kentucky. Ziegler comes into front court, slides down the left side, then bounces it back out front to Milicic. He goes right, hands it to Meshack, knocked loose by Chandler, but Meshack retrieves it out deep on the right side. Comes to the middle of the floor, gives it right to Milicic. Milicic thought about a three, hands it off to Lanier, a long three, missed everything, and the rebound to Williams for Kentucky. Off to Chandler, hurrying into front court up the left side. Gives it back to Williams. Williams goes right, knocked away by Ziegler, and a foul on Owe. And that's his first and the team's fifth. And Williams got a little impatient with that pass. They needed to get a little better angle.
Well, it's interesting because what Kentucky's been kind of doing there is running over for the handoff as opposed to making that long pass as the player's moving. So, yeah, Tennessee, Ziegler is so crafty on defense. Again, you just can't take that kind of chance when he's around.
Milicic straight away goes right with the pass to Meshack. Ziegler comes to get it, guarded by Robinson. Robinson forces him to go left, floats it down low, and a dunk by Okpara. Ziegler never gets rattled. 15-11 Kentucky. Robinson throws it across the line to Williams. Williams dribbles to his left. Wanted to hand it to Chandler. He was being held, so he gets it to Robinson. Robinson throws it back to Williams. The ball's knocked loose, and Tennessee's got it. 5 turnovers for Kentucky.
Williams has to handle that.
Ziegler out deep on the right side. Cross-court pass to Meshack. He comes into the lane with a floater good. The lead's cut to 2. First basket for Meshack.
Williams has to handle that pass. It hit both hands he had on it.
9:45 left to play in this opening half as Williams brings the ball up the floor. Goes to his right. Wanted to hand it to Owe, couldn't. Now he hands it to Almanor. Pivots and goes down to the right corner, then throws it back out front to Williams. Williams holding the ball. Shot clock at 10 seconds. Tried to hand it to Owe. Tennessee wouldn't let him. He gets it to Robinson with 6 to shoot. Out deep on the left side. Robinson, step back 3 in the left corner, and it's an air ball. Great defense by Tennessee. Here come the Vols the other way. Lanier up the right side after forcing a contested 3 that didn't hit the rim. Lanier off a screen to the top with a 3, no good. And Williams grabs another rebound for Kentucky. Mark Pope waving his arms to get his team to push the pace. Try to get down there before Tennessee can get that defense set. Williams fires to Robinson. Left wing, 3 in the air. Good!
Finally found a way to get open again. Good use of the screen.
It's 3 threes for Jackson Robinson. 18-13 Kentucky. Tennessee with the ball. Lanier out deep on the left side, guarded by Owe. Over to Meshack at the top. 8:45 left first half. Kentucky's baskets, 6 of them, 5 threes. Here's Okpara at the top. Doesn't want the 3, hands it to Meshack. Meshack drives down to the baseline. Nice defense by Chandler to cut him off. Meshack comes into the lane. Chandler forces him out deeper than he wants to be.
Travel.
He got away with a walk. Shot clock goes off. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Williams.
How in the world do you miss that?
Great defense by the freshman, Colin Chandler.
Be physical.
Yes. Owe out deep on the right. Gives it up in the middle of the floor to Williams. Williams comes to his right, hands it off to Chandler. Chandler going baseline. Fires a diagonal pass to the left wing. Almanor's 3 is good.
Boy, again, penetration and kicking out to the line. Bodies moving. The ball is moving.
Cats equal their largest lead at 21-13. Really good first half minutes here from Colin Chandler. It's a pretty pass from the right baseline to the left wing. Milicic out deep on the right side. He's going to come up with a 3. Good. As I said, he likes to shoot them. That's his second one.
He does. He likes to put it up.
He's got 7 points, 21-16.
With range.
Kentucky by 5. 7.5 to play in the first half. Robinson double teamed as he comes across the line. Throws it ahead to Williams. Williams down the lane. Floater. Blocked and no goaltend. Mark Pope can't believe it. Tennessee's got it coming the other way. Should look like Okpara got that one on the way down.
Maybe a dead ball. They'll come back and look at it.
Ziegler comes into the lane. Misses a runner. Rebounded by Williams. He leads the break. Throws it ahead to Robinson. Pulls up with a 3 in transition. Off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Chandler. Off to Williams. Right corner. Almanor. 3. No. Rebounded by Robinson. Fake. Slides right. 18-footer. Good.
Way to chase those shots down.
11 for Jackson Robinson.
Well, I hope he gets about 20 shots in this game.
He has averaged 20 points per game in Kentucky's 3 SEC wins. He's more than halfway there with 11. 23-16 Cats, 6:44 to play in the first half. Top of the key, Meshack. Guarded by Chandler. Comes left side, Ziegler. He'll shoot the three. It's off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Owe. He was right on line with our line of sight. We knew that was off. Owe comes down the left side, gives it behind him to Williams. Williams to the corner to Chandler. Chandler's three is short and rebounded by Tennessee. Meshack racing up the middle of the floor. Meshack goes right down the lane at Williams. Missed the runner, but a foul on Kentucky.
Arm straight up in the air. They don't blow the whistle.
You're exactly right. If you drop that arm, you're going to get the call against you almost every time. 6:16 to play. Meshack still down.
Well, they need to go look at that goaltend. Non-call.
Fouls on Williams. That's his second. Team 6. Timeout on the floor. It's Kentucky 23 and Tennessee 16 on the UK Sports Network.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today,
it's a dogfight now, y'all. It's a dogfight. 23-16 is the score with 6:16 remaining in the first half. This is the best I've seen Kentucky shoot in this year, in this season. So hopefully it translates into a win and they can get back up into the top 10. But this is the best I've seen them shoot. Enjoy the show, y'all. Thanks for being here. Lots of choices, including many of them where you can actually watch the game. But thank you for being here.
And it's going to cost you. Not to mention that it's also very dangerous. Okay, now, where's your phone? Good. Call 811 before you dig. One call, and you'll know where to dig every time. So call 811. No problems, no accident, no fines. Oh, and it's the law.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
6:16 left first half. It's Kentucky leading here at Tennessee 23-16. We talk Kentucky basketball each week on the UK Healthcare Mark Pope Show. This week and next week it'll be on Wednesday night, followed by Bluegrass Hearing Clinic Kenny Brooks Show, and then Clark's Pump and Shop BB&, Radio, both with Darren Hedrick. Make sure you're with us Monday night, 6 Eastern on the UK Sports Network. Speaking of Darren, he'll be on the call Thursday night when Kentucky hosts a ranked opponent, Alabama, coming into historic Memorial Coliseum. So hopefully a big turnout there for the red-hot Kentucky women's basketball team, number 12 in the country in the new rankings. Goose, Kentucky is holding up well so far against this Tennessee defense. 44% and 6 3-pointers out of 8 baskets.
It's almost, Tom, like they are welcoming the physical play.
I think you're right.
And that's the only way to beat it, Tom. You have to say to yourself, hey, look, I know it's coming.
Well, Mark said after the game, his guys were back on their heels. Today, they're attacking. They're taking the fight to Tennessee.
Yeah, watching practice yesterday afternoon before we left to come to Knoxville, they were really, really physical with each other. The drills they run were set up, and if you didn't hit somebody, you would hear about it. So they knew what it was going to be like. I like that kind of practice because that gets you set up for every game from here on out.
Well, you went through one of those kind of practices before the 1975 Big East Regional Final against a very physical Indiana team.
Yeah, and, you know, here's what we did. I'm talking about welcoming. The first thing we did, I'm thinking about when I was a freshman playing against Indiana. We went to the official and said, the first time there's a moving screen, there's going to be a fight. And the official said, no, don't start talking about that. Don't. The first time they set an illegal screen, they dropped the ball, and Kentucky just man-to-man just went at them. That's the last time that game they didn't call it. So you have to welcome that physical play.
Perry, Noah, Brea, Owe, Garrison on the floor Williams with 2 fouls and a little bit of trouble there for Kentucky. Meshack at the line. Makes it. Meshack shoots 73% at the stripe. Akpara, the only guy in their main rotation that really does not shoot it well. He's in the high 60s. Second one for Meshack is good. 23-18. Tennessee picking up in backcourt, knowing Kentucky's without its starting point guard. So not really pressing to force turnovers, but just to bother Kentucky, try to slow them down. Oweh handling the ball out front. Bounce pass to the top to Garrison. Garrison hands it off to Brea. Brea backs out between the circles. Right side it comes to Noah. 6 minutes to play in the half. Here's Oweh out deep on the right side. 10 to shoot. Across to Garrison, hands it to Perry. Perry falls down, but he gets it off quickly to Noah. 5 to shoot to Oweh. Oweh, 3, right side, no good. Rebound tapped up into the air, and a foul called on Noah, battling with the 6'10 Milicic. Noah picks up his first, and that's 7 on Kentucky. So Tennessee's in the bonus with 5:47 to play. Only 2 fouls so far against the Vols.
Well, they must be in the penalty, I guess, huh?
1-1.
1-1. I thought they had one to give.
Last 16 games here against top 25 opponents. Rick Barnes is 15-1 at Tennessee. He's in his 10th year, 38th year overall. At the line, Milicic. It's good. He's had a big first half, 8 points, averages just 10 a game.
He made 2 threes, and that gets you up there pretty quickly.
23-19, Kentucky, one more shot for Igor Milicic. And this one rolls around and drops in. 23-20. In one tie, Kentucky's never trailed. Oweh running the point now as he comes into front court. Perry playing off the ball. Oweh gets it to Brea in the middle. Brea can't get a look at 3. Slides to his left. Goes down the lane. Cut off. Backs out. Gets it to Oweh in the corner. Oweh driving. Baseline left. Shovel pass to Garrison through traffic, and it's stolen by Tennessee. Cats turning it over too much.
Put that up towards the rim and let him go get it.
Meshack out deep on the right side for the Volunteers. Gets it to Phillips in the middle. Hands it to his left to Gainey. Gainey gives it to Milicic. Back to Gainey. Open for a 3 off the screen. Rims out. Rebound Milicic. Then he lost it out of bounds. And who touched it last? Kentucky's Oweh. Tennessee's ball on the right baseline. Mark Pope protesting. And he's as hot as I've ever seen him in his time at Kentucky.
They said it went off of Oweh's foot, but I thought it went off of the knee. Well, it might have been TP. It might have been Travis Perry's foot. That's why.
Perry out, Robinson in. Inbounded in the corner to Gainey, driving along the right baseline. Goes into 2 Kentucky defenders, so he backs out. 12 seconds to shoot it. Gainey out near the midcourt circle. Gives it up to Phillips. Gainey gets it back. Gainey driving right side. Cut off. Throws it over to Boswell. Left wing 3. No good. And rebounded by Oweh for Kentucky. Outlet pass to Robinson. Kentucky trying to run it. Robinson slows down. Throws it across to Brea. Brea feeds it over to the right corner. Almanor open 3. Money!
Boy, they keep leaving him open.
And he keeps making them.
Keep leaving him open.
26-20. 3 threes for Almanor. 26-20 Wildcats. 4:25 to play in the half. Tennessee with the ball. Boswell out deep on the right side. Gives it over on the wing to Meshack. Out to Milicic. He fakes the 3. Goes over to his right. Bounces it into the post to Phillips. He turns and scores. He got Almanor backed in into that block charge circle. Just too deep.
Too close to the basket.
26-22. Kentucky by 4. Almanor feeds it down low in the pick and roll, and a dunk by Garrison off the roll.
Well, you make threes, and that's what happens. Everybody comes at you. Good heads-up pass by Almanor.
3:45 to play in the first half. Cats by 6, 28-22. Here's Meshack straight away. Goes to his right to Boswell. Gets it to Milicic. Straight away. 3 ball. This one's in and out. And the rebound snatched by Garrison. He came into the crowd and grabbed it with 2 hands. Robinson goes into front court. Gives it behind him to Garrison. Garrison They need to relish this physical play. Hands it off to Robinson. Robinson down the lane. His shot is blocked out of bounds.
That's okay.
Timeout on the floor. 3:22 to play. It'll be Kentucky's ball on the right baseline when we come back to Tennessee, where the Wildcats lead at 28-22 on the UK Sports Network.
First Watch, the daytime cafe, is serving up good mornings to Wildcat Country. Here at First Watch, we begin each morning at the crack of dawn, slicing fresh fruits and vegetables, baking muffins, and whipping up our French toast batter from scratch. We use only the finest ingredients for the freshest taste around. Whether you want breakfast for lunch or lunch for breakfast, at First Watch, everything is made to order and freshness is never compromised. First Watch is proud to be the official breakfast of UK Athletics. Go Cats!
What does being part of this community mean to Coach Mark Pope?
For me, being part of this community means having common goals. Working together to achieve those goals to make things better for everyone around you. Central Bank's been doing that since 1946.
Central Bank is proud to be part of this community and proud to be the official bank of UK Athletics. Central Bank, member FDIC.
DQ presents the sound of your next meal at DQ. It's the sound of savoring a signature stack burger, loving a chicken strip basket, or digging into everyday value with the $7 meal deal. Wait, where is the sound?
Wow, chat. Wow. It's extra brutal today here in YouTube land. Just 13 in the house. 28-22 with 3:22 to go in the first.
It tastes good.
U.S. Bank broadcast table here at the Food City Center in Knoxville. U.S. Bank, put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Kentucky and all across the country since 1863. We were talking with Buzz in the pregame about the old Stokely Athletic Center here on the UT campus where the Vols used to play. Kentucky was 7-17 in that building. Only 6 of the wins came against the Vols. The other one came in the 1978 NCAA tournament opener against Florida State when you guys came from behind to get the win. And one of the guys that was a surprise starter in the second half when Coach Hall shook up the lineup was our buddy Dwayne Casey from Union County, and his alma mater honored him last week going into the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame.
Well overdue for Dwayne. And, you know, there have been players here at Kentucky who played a huge role but didn't get the accolades.
No, I'm not hit. I don't get hit
deserve.
for NCAA.
Dwayne was one of those
just
players.
There's so many channels that are actually showing the game.
What I knew about that,
there's about 8 at least that are showing the game.
When Coach Hall benched me, he benched Mike Phillips, he benched Truman Claytor, and came with Dwayne Casey, Fred Cowan, LeVon Williams in those positions. What I knew was that those guys knew how to play. So while it was a huge move by Coach Hall, he was comfortable doing it because those guys were really good.
And shout out to Union County. I think they were 3 for 3 in sending people to the Kentucky program. Larry Johnson and Freddie Cowan, you just mentioned.
Yes, they were. And you asked, Dave asked me before the game about that old Stokely Coliseum. I didn't have very many good games in there, man. So I forgot it as well as I could. So I can't talk about it to specifics very much.
Cats actually have a winning record here, 20-17. They've outscored Tennessee on threes, 7-2. They have turned it over 7 times, just 1 for the Vols. Robinson on the right baseline will inbound the ball. Chandler has checked in. It comes to Brea in the right corner. Brea guarded by the smaller Ziegler. They get it out to Garrison. Brea goes back door, makes the catch, and dunks it coming in on the right baseline.
Well, and I saw Mark Pope kind of clench his fist. That must have been talked about during that timeout.
They were overplaying to the three-point line, so Kobe went back door. Pretty pass from Garrison. Dubar out front, gives it left side to Ziegler. Ziegler over to Gainey. Top of the key, hits a 3.
Now, he made one, so expect him to shoot 2 or 3 or 4 more.
30-25, Kentucky, 2:50 to play in the half. Garrison dribbles over to the left side, hands it off to Chandler. Chandler comes to the high post, over to Almanor, shoots it and misses it off the right wing for 3, and Tennessee's got it coming the other way. Ball's in transition, get it to Lanier out deep on the right side. Cross court, it comes to Ziegler, drives down the lane, makes a U-turn, bounces it back out to Lanier. Right in his face is Chandler. Gives it over to Meshack. Meshack all alone at the top, or rather Akpara. Hands it off on the right side to Lanier. Comes to Ziegler. Ziegler drives down the lane, slips and falls, but a foul called on Kentucky.
His ankle stepped on somebody's foot.
Ziegler came up limping.
And we'll see if that's in the act. I'm pretty sure it is. He'll get free throws anyway because Kentucky is over the limit.
Fouls on Brea, his second, team 8th. 2:17 to play in the half. Kentucky leading 30-25. Love what Chandler's doing tonight. He was really physical there with Lanier. That's what the crowd reaction was about. He gave him a little bump. I'm like, good for you, young man.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you're going to get minutes.
Yes. You got to give as good as you get when it comes to the physical play. Got to.
They have 5 players out there, Tennessee does. Meshack came back in. It wasn't a shot. It was a foul. So Mark Pope gets to choose who he wants to shoot the free throws.
And it's going to be Akpara, who's a 68% shooter. 2 shots. 2:17 to play in the half. Tennessee's been out-rebounded in all of its
I thought it was
SEC
one and a
losses.
bonus. I don't think it's 2 shots.
The official held up two
He didn't
two
get
fingers.
a shot up.
Yeah, they're saying 2 shots.
I guess he was in the act of shooting.
Kentucky's +8 on the boards right now, keeping Tennessee off that offensive glass, and the free throw is no good for Akpara.
Another good coaching move by Mark Pope and his staff.
One more shot for Akpara.
Got a screen out here. Might be a longer rebound.
Transfer from Ohio State. Missed it again. And the rebound, though, comes to Tennessee.
And there's the longer rebound.
Meshack gets it over to Gainey. Gainey comes into the circle, goes down the lane, stops, throws it out to Dubar for a 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Lanier, then picked up by Akpara. It's tapped out front. Gainey, another 3. Got it.
Yeah, that's the way he plays. Offensive rebounds hurt Kentucky for the first time.
And what happened was the missed free throw hit the rim a second time, and it threw off the jump of the Kentucky player, and Tennessee took advantage of it. Chandler straight away. Goes down the lane, cut off, throws it back out front to Garrison. His 3 is an air ball. And Tennessee's got it coming the other way with 1.5 minutes to go in the half. Ball's down 2. Meshack drives down the lane, and they called Chandler for putting his hand out. And in this game, that's not much of a foul.
No, it's really not.
His first, so Tennessee back to the free throw line. Tennessee has 2 fouls, which might be what Mark Pope is pointing out, and his team now has 9. Meshack at the line shoots 73%. 1 and a bonus here. Got it. Here comes Owe off the bench. And Chandler, who gave them really good minutes here in this first half, comes out. Kentucky playing without Butler and certainly still without Krisa, and Carr only played very briefly. Free throw's good. Game's tied at 30.
Just got to keep running your stuff, Tom. Kentucky's been really good at executing in the half court.
1:20 to play in the half as Robinson comes across the line. Robinson fakes left, goes right, trying to get a look at a 3, but he can't. Here's a whistle away from the ball, and here's Mark Pope's conversation paying dividends as they get a foul call against Tennessee's Gainey.
Yeah, but far from the bonus situation.
It's 2 fouls on Gainey.
Just 3 fouls by Tennessee, as physical as they play.
Seems a little hard to believe that would add up. And just as they hand the ball to Robinson, Tennessee sends in a sub, so Boswell will get buzzed into the game. We're in place of Gainey with those 2 fouls. 30-30 with 1:16 to play in the half. Kentucky had 23 points with 6:15 to play. They get it in the lane to Owe, goes up, missed the shot, tapped it up, no good. Rebounded by Robinson, but stripped away by Lanier for Tennessee. Kentucky ran a nice play to get the ball in deep, but couldn't convert.
It's got to be a little more aggressive with that shot attempt by Brandon.
23 points in the first 14 minutes, only 7 points since then for Kentucky. Tennessee, first chance to take the lead, and it's no good as Lanier goes in and out with a three-point attempt, but Tennessee gets another chance. They're coming alive on that offensive glass now. Lanier floats the pass to Okpara at the top, hands it back to Lanier. Open three, good.
Yeah, they're showing you right now why they're so good at rebounding the basketball.
It's the first basket for Lanier, and Tennessee has scored 11 straight, and Kentucky takes a timeout with 30 seconds to play in the half. And second chances have killed Kentucky in these last few possessions for Tennessee.
That's what they do.
That big lead that Kentucky had early on in this one is gone. It is gone. Goodbye, adios, sayonara. We got 30 seconds remaining in this first half, and Tennessee with their first lead of the game, 33-30. Kentucky is just getting out-hustled, out-rebounded. It's typical of this Kentucky team in road games here in 2025, but man, they're just struggling, y'all. They are just struggling. At the half, for those of you that have bets on this game, I will go over the individual and team stats for both of these teams, as well as the current betting line at the half. So stay tuned. Hang out. I'll be here. Subscribe, like, turn on noties.
Kentucky's attempted 16 threes out of 26 shots. They've made 7. The Wildcats have more threes, but the Vols are starting to heat up. Tennessee has 5 different players that have made 120 more three-pointers in their college career. Brea got that first basket for Kentucky. I'd love to see him get another look or two, as Robinson and Almanor have done most of the damage. 3 threes each for Kentucky, 11 and 9 respectively.
Again, Kobe is going to have to not allow himself to be guarded.
Comes into Robinson. He gives it to Owe. 25 seconds. Owe goes down the right side, gets tripped, and there's the foul.
Well, another late whistle there.
Yes, it was. And it's on Phillips. And that is his first and Tennessee's 4th.
Kentucky gets a new 20 seconds. It's 22 seconds left. So they just need to take their time here and don't put the ball up with enough time for them to get the rebound and get it down the other end.
Robinson on the right baseline. Bounce pass. He wanted to bounce it into the lane, but he couldn't. Throws it out deep to Almanor. He gives it to Owe. 15 on the shot clock. 2 fewer seconds than the game clock. Owe, middle of the floor. Goes down the lane, cut off, out to
tough
up
shot.
for a 15-footer, no good. Garrison saves it in off the leg of a Tennessee player. Heads up play by Brandon Garrison. 5 seconds to shoot it for Kentucky.
Tough shot, and that's too much time on the clock because it gives them 7.5 seconds to get the ball back down the floor.
So Kentucky will inbound the ball deep in the right corner, trailing Tennessee 33-30 after leading for almost the entire first half. 5 seconds to get a shot off. Comes to Brea, fumbles the ball, picked up by Meshack. He's going the other way, puts it up, no good, tapped up, no good, smacked off the board by Garrison, and wisely that knocked the ball out on the floor, and the time ran out. So Kentucky with too many turnovers in that first half, 8 of them, but they're only down 3 at the break. Tennessee 15-0 when it leads at halftime, as it does here, 33-30. We'll be right back on the UK Sports Network.
All right, to the sounds of Rocky Top, Tennessee heads to the locker room with the lead at home against Kentucky. Interesting first half, y'all. Interesting. I mean, Kentucky came out just shooting lights out to start this game. Lights out. I think their first 4 baskets were all threes and good. And they held that lead almost the entire first half. Tennessee chipping away, manages to get back in front, and they now lead it by 3 at the half. Let's take a peek at the first half stats for this contest. OCKY checks in the house. What's up, man? right, so here is your scoring by half. 33-30. That adds up to 33-30. There is your current betting line according to BetMGM. Now the Volunteers are favored by 8.5. That was 10, I believe, at pregame. 10.5 pregame. Over-under is now 139.5. That is down 6 points from 145.5. The Vols are minus 600 on the money line. Wildcats plus 400. They don't give us a breakdown on the college games as far as what how the money breaks down. All right, but here are the individual player stats for both of these teams. Ansley, the big first half for the Wildcats, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc. Jackson Robinson, 3 for 7. They don't give you a cumulative total here. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Milicic Jr., 2 for 3 from beyond the arc for Tennessee. Shout out to the 18 in the chat. We've got 19 likes, 800 views. 19 likes, 800 views. Now let's find something else to look at here. Team comparisons. So Kentucky 11 for 27 from the field. The Vols 10 for 33. Kentucky 7 for 16 from beyond the arc. Tennessee 5 for 20. Big free throw advantage for Tennessee. They've got 12 free throws. They made 8 of them. Kentucky's only been to the charity stripe once. They made 1 of the 2. Assists are about even, 8 to 6. Total rebounds. That's a shocking stat because I feel like it should be like huge in the other direction. Kentucky is leading in total rebounds. Field goal percentage, Kentucky 40.7, Tennessee 30.3. 3-point percentage, Kentucky 43.8, Tennessee struggling, 25%. We talked about the big disparity in free throws in that first half. Here are some of the other stats: assists, steals, blocked shots, offensive rebounds. There you go. That's what I was seeing. Tennessee 6 to 3. And Kentucky has 8 turnovers to Tennessee's 1. That'll lose you games. That will lose you a game. No matter at what level of basketball. We talked about these rankings before the game. Kentucky with decided advantages all the way across the board, just about, with the exception of free throw percentage. Let's get this back to where we want it. That's all I wrote for the halftime report, chat. Chat goes silent on me. Absolutely silent. The halftime score in here. What's up, Andrew? What's going on? What does the schedule look like for Valhalla Sports Talk this week? It's kind of lean, y'all. I told y'all that at the beginning of the week, that it was kind of a wild schedule this week, but we've got 2 Kings nights in a row. Kings versus Panthers tomorrow, then Kings versus Tampa Bay Lightning. That would be Thursday. And then the last stream of the month is going to be that members-only Dodger stream, the all-new Blue Crew report here on Valhalla Sports Talk. That will be a members-only stream, just for me to get my my Dodgers feet wet in that format. And then starting the following week, every morning at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, Valhalla Sports Talk's Blue Crew report will go live. We will talk about the day that was in Dodger baseball, the day that is in Dodger baseball, and the day that will be in Dodgers baseball. A fully interactive experience. I will be talking to the chat, unlike some of these other channels where they ignore you and just have you listen to their dribble for an hour and a half. But probably going to be like an hour-long stream every day, Monday through Friday. After the first one, after the one on Friday, those will not just be members only. They'll be open to anybody and everybody that wants to participate. And then the only other thing scheduled is on February 1st, we got Arkansas traveling to Rupp Arena to take on the Wildcats. And also, of course, the Super Bowl, Kansas City versus Philadelphia from New Orleans, Louisiana. Super Bowl, what, 2029? Is that what this one is? Super Bowl 29? I'm going to Dodgers Fan Fest this Saturday. I just found out last night. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. What you gonna get me? What you gonna give me from Fan Fest, Andrew? A couple memberships? I guess next up on ESPN is going to be North Carolina versus Pitt. I imagine our friend Coach Plays will be doing that one. Our coach back there in North Carolina, his Tar Heels. You going to try to get some autographs, Andrew, at FanFest? I saw the advertisement for it. All right, they are doing the thing, the halftime thing in Tennessee. Yeah, some memberships. All right. I'll set my watch, Andrew. I'll set my watch, buddy. All right, I'm going to step away, use the restroom. Be right back.
half. We'll see if we see him in half number 2. Let's take a look at our Central Bank SEC scoreboard. Just one other game going on right now in the Southeastern Conference. Georgia up 14 at the half over South Carolina there in Athens. Louisville playing one of their best opponents left on their schedule. A very down year for the ACC as Wake Forest is 7-2 in conference, but unranked, 15-5 overall. And the 21st ranked Cards lead by 24 at the break. And Rick Pitino and St. John's, they're up big, 18 at the moment at Georgetown. 8 minutes left there. That your Central Bank SEC scoreboard update. We'll send it back to Knoxville after this on the UK Sports Network.
Hey, Big Biscuit Nation. Biscuit Belly, a chef-driven, fast-casual brunch restaurant focused on over-the-top, made-from-scratch biscuit sandwiches, is your go-to spot for breakfast and brunch in Lexington. Known for their biscuits, brunch, and booze, there's something for everyone on the menu. Now serving Lexington with 2 locations. Visit us at 652 East Main Street downtown or head on over to Masterson Station at 112 Lucille Drive. Go Cats and go Big Biscuits.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey Wildcat fans, cue the shine and savings. The new Zips Car Wash app is available for download. Keeping your ride sparkling clean has never been more rewarding. Get the free Zips app and earn points for every in-app purchase, including memberships. Then turn those points into free car wash rewards. Download the app today and your first wash is free. Visit Apple App Store or Google Play Store and search Zips Car Wash now. Zips Car Wash, official car wash of the Kentucky Wildcats.
The Manchester is Lexington's award-winning upscale boutique hotel. Located in the historic Distillery District, the Manchester features 124 guest rooms with 4 expansive suites, a spirited lobby bar, and 2 elevated dining spaces. Grand Dam, the hotel's flagship restaurant, offers locally sourced bluegrass-inspired dishes. Lost Palm is our rooftop restaurant and bar, a tropical oasis featuring Latin-inspired shared plates and a tiki cocktail program with the best views of downtown Lexington. For reservations, visit themanchesterky.com.
33-30, Tennessee leads here in Knoxville as we get set to go with the second half. The game turned when Amari Williams picked up his second foul and had to go to the bench. He had 7 rebounds. Kentucky was controlling the glass. Then Tennessee took advantage and came alive on the offensive glass, and it fueled their comeback, Goose.
Well, he has to make sure he gets through that first 4 minutes between now and that timeout with no fouls, because they're going to need minutes from him. They're going to need his length, his size in the paint. So Tennessee wasn't getting much done around the basket at all until he went out.
And Garrison had only 2 rebounds in the first half. Almanor just 1. They missed the defensive rebounding they could get from an Andrew Carr. He played briefly. Tennessee player, I think it was Dubar, immediately drove right at him and dunked, and Andrew came out. And when they came out of the locker room, he didn't go out and shoot. He was working with the trainer on drills for his back. So I don't know if we'll see him again or not.
I'm not sure, but it would be great to get a few good minutes from him.
Somebody's got to help Amari Williams on the glass in this second half, and Kentucky needs to take care of the basketball better. Although against this defense, without your top 2 point guards, it's understandable that turnovers are going to be a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, there have been some long rebounds, and that usually means the guards will have to get back in there and help out just a little bit, rebounding the basketball.
Both teams come with their starters. That's Almanor, Robinson, Owe, Williams, and Brea for Kentucky. 7 threes in that first half for the Wildcats. Only one opponent has outshot Tennessee on the season. Only 2 have scored more 3-point baskets. The Wildcats did both, but they're still down 3 because the Vols got up 6 more shots. Here's Almanor at the top, gives it to Brea. Brea penetrates up with a 15-footer. Good.
Very nice, and good to see him shoot it off the 3-point line.
Vols by 1, 33-32. Meshack out deep on the left side. Comes to Ziegler at the top. He sat the last part of the first half with an ankle injury. Again, Meshack going through the lane, flips it up. It's no good. Akpara climbed the back of Williams and got away by tipping it and getting the rebound. Cross-court pass intercepted by Owe. Drives and dunks it for the lead.
Huge anticipation by Owe from the weak side.
Mr. Second half, Owe gets going early. Cats back in front by 1. Lanier out deep on the right to Ziegler at the top. Back to Lanier, slides left, gets a look, and misses the three. It bounces off the back of the top of the backboard into the hands of Almanor. And here comes Kentucky on the run. Robinson coming up the right side, gets a bump, stops, three, no. Rebounded by Tennessee.
Tom, a lot of moving screens by Tennessee. I wonder if the officials will call one or two of those.
You can dream.
I guess I can.
Ziegler in the middle of the floor.
I've been called worse.
Passes it to Lanier, back to Ziegler. Straight away three, rattles out, no good, and it's rebounded by Robinson. Robinson gives it up to Williams in the middle of the floor. Williams dribbles to his left, hands it to Brea. Brea down the lane, and a reach-in foul on Tennessee.
Good.
Going to be on Akpara, I believe. No, it's on Ziegler. His first.
They're playing Kobe for the three-point shot. And it seems as though Kentucky now wants to make him cut towards the basket. He got a backdoor dunk that way in the first half.
Owe, right baseline. Inbounds the ball to Almanor in the corner on the right side. They get it out front to Robinson. Robinson holding the ball at his waist. Backs out with his dribble, bounces it to his right to Almanor. Robinson gets it back, goes baseline right, dishes it off to Williams, puts up a shot and got fouled. So 2 quick fouls on Tennessee in this half as Meshack picks up his first, and that's 2 on the Volunteers.
Really nice to see Amari try to figure out a way to get involved offensively. Only 1 shot in that first half. Of course, he got in foul trouble, only played 9 minutes.
Williams at the line. Looking for his first point of the night. Rattles out, no good. Kentucky got a grand total of 2 free throws in the first half. Made 1.
Tennessee was 8 of 12 in that category.
Second shot, good. Williams gets 1 out of 2. Cats by 2, 35-33. Tennessee's got it in front court. Milicic hands it off to Meshack straight away. Goes left side to Lanier. Lanier tracked by Owe over to Milicic. Milicic had a big first half. He drives right side and dunks it off the right baseline. 11 points. Lack transfer from Charlotte.
Lack of communication that time by Kentucky.
35 all. A little over 2 minutes into the second half. Williams bring it up the floor. Now he gives it up to Owe. Owe comes over to the left side, goes down the lane, gets to the rim, shots blocked, picked up, and put up no good by Williams. Tried to tip it, grab that thing and dunk it. Here's Ziegler down the left side. Weaves his way through the lane, out to Milicic. Quick three in the air is no good. Rebound snatched by Williams. Shovels it ahead to Robinson down the right side. Cross-court pass to Owe. Owe driving. Baseline left, cut off. Bounce pass over to Williams. Out to Almanor. Straight away three ball. Money for Ansley Almanor.
He's been there. He's been there. Stand calm.
His 4th three-point basket. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Cats by 3, 38-35. Here's Lanier. Passes to his left to Ziegler. Ziegler drives into the lane. Jump stop. Bounce pass into Akpara. Jump hook. Won't go. Rebounded by Williams. Good defense.
Nice rebound.
Finished it off with the rebound. Williams dribbles over to the left. Hands it to Brea. Brea comes inside the arc. Gets bumped. Pump fake in deep. Throws it out to Robinson. Robinson back over to Brea. 15 on the shot clock. Brea backs out. Now starts moving forward. Couple of crossovers. Slides to his left. Going to shoot a contested three. And it bounces in.
He wanted that matchup. Had the 7-footer on him.
Brea with 10. And Kentucky by 6, 41-35. Ziegler driving on the right baseline. Gets in deep, flips it up and in. 41-37 Kentucky. This is Ziegler's second basket of the night. Kobe Brea into double figures. Kentucky's 9-1 when he hits that mark. They lead at 41-37. Owe comes over to the left side. Oway driving left of the lane, cut off. Trades passes with Brea. Now Williams has it out front. 10 on the shot clock. Williams hands it to Brea. Brea came off the screen looking into the eyes of a 6'11 Okpara. Brea, a couple of crossovers. Goes by Okpara. Gets a deep wraparound feed to Williams. Banks it up and in. Just ahead of the shot clock buzzer.
They're going to look at that to see if he got it out of his hand before the shot clock sounded.
I sure thought he did, but we'll see.
Too.
Timeout on the floor. 15:33 to play. Kentucky 43, Tennessee 37. We'll see if that stands when we come right back on the UK Sports Network.
All right, so Kentucky comes out from the halftime and plays hard. They play hard. They get the lead back, and now they've got a little bit of a lead, 43-37, 15:33 to go in the second half. Kentucky desperately in need of a win, y'all. They are desperately in need of a win. If they lose today, it'll be their third loss in a row, albeit this one is against a ranked team. The Vandy loss, Vandy is probably in the top 25 now. Let me look. But that Vandy loss, Vandy was unranked at the time. Yeah, they moved to 24, so Vanderbilt makes their appearance in the top 25. They are now 24, just in front of UConn. I need to make a screen so we can bring that up and look at that, y'all, during these games. I need to have a standing screen. It's sitting there. It's very well done. But Auburn, number 1 team in the nation. Duke, number 2. And you know Kentucky hates it when Duke is sitting there at number 2. Iowa State 3, Alabama 4, Florida 5. Let's get back to it. 15:33. If you're new, y'all, hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like. And turn on those bell notifications so you know when we go online here on Valhalla Sports Talk.
It counts for Amari Williams, and it's 43-37. Kentucky leading here at Tennessee. In that situation, you're sitting here watching it like we are. You're kind of like the first base umpire. You're watching when the ball hits the glove, and you're listening for the sound of the foot hitting the bag. And I thought sure that ball was in the square when I heard the shot clock buzzer. And so 43-37 stands, a 6-point lead as the Wildcats have come out and outscored Tennessee. Goose 13-4. How are they doing it?
Yeah, I knew that one was good when they didn't show it on the in-house video up top. I figured it must be good. But Kentucky's rebounding the basketball again. You know, I mean, it's so simple. You limit them to one shot, and that usually means something good. Tennessee does have one offensive rebound here in this period, but they got back into the game by just chewing up offensive rebounds and getting second and third shot opportunities. So Kentucky usually comes out of the locker room focused and a better rebounding team in the second half. So we'll see if that continues.
And just because it is Amari Williams' birthday today doesn't mean they have to let him get all the rebounds. His teammates can get a few as well, but Amari has been a warrior on that glass so far with 10 boards.
Yeah, he's just making his presence felt in there. And right now, that's really his number one focus, is rebounding the basketball. I mean, he has to get every one of those defensive rebounds. And a couple of times tonight on that rebound, he's gone up aggressively with two hands, both hands, and he's grabbing that thing and tucking it away, and those elbows flare out. They're not going to reach in and try to take that one away.
Colin Chandler's checked in for Kentucky in place of Oway. Chandler gave him good minutes in the first half. He was physical. Here's Ziegler coming into front court for Tennessee. Milicic at the top, hands it off to Lanier. Lanier's 1 of 6 from the field. Gives it to his left to Phillips. Lanier gets it back. Pull up, 15-footer, good. He's just been shooting 33% in SEC play inside the arc, but he nails that one. 43-39, Kentucky. Williams drives down the lane, gets in deep, puts it up. It won't go, but a foul on Phillips. And Tennessee has already been whistled for 3 fouls. in this second half. None yet on Kentucky, so a reversal of the first half trend.
Yeah.
And Williams will get 2 shots.
They talk about it during halftime, and Mark Pope did a good job of arguing his point. There's no way we're playing against Tennessee, and they have committed just for a long time 2 fouls.
Williams at the line. Made it. 4 points for Amari Williams. 5-point lead for Kentucky. The transfer from Drexel has 1 more shot. He shoots 65% at the line. And he's made 3 out of 4 now tonight.
Good job. Good job by the big guy.
He's having a nice game. 45-39 Kentucky. Here's Ziegler at the top. Floats over to his right. Gives it up to Gainey. A long 3 is off the mark. No good. And Robinson grabs the rebound. And a foul called against Almanor of Kentucky. And that's the first one of the second half on the Wildcats. First one of the game on Ansley Almanor.
Well, I don't think we'll see Carr.
Doesn't look like it.
Again in this game. This would have been the time for him to come and give you a couple of minutes if he's able.
Noah checks in for Kentucky to play the 4 spot. Ziegler on the right baseline, and here's a whistle and a foul on Chandler as Gainey was trying to work free in the right corner, but Chandler's doing what he should do, just mixing it up with him.
Yeah, he's not going to get the benefit of the whistle because he's a freshman and you're playing against a very experienced player.
Comes into Milicic, open 3, right corner, got it.
And Trent Noah cannot give that kind of shot up.
45-42, Kentucky. Williams dribbles over to the left. Wanted to hand it to Brea, couldn't, so he throws it across court to Noah. Noah in trouble. Gets it back to Williams in the middle of the floor. Left side it comes to Robinson. Tennessee turning up the heat on defense. 8 on the shot clock. Robinson over to Noah. Floats it to Williams. 5 to shoot it. Williams backing down. Williams turns. Jump hook. Good.
Nice. Staying calm right there. Just taking his time.
Here's Gainey attacking off the left wing. Goes through the lane. The ball's knocked loose, and Kentucky comes out with it. I think Noah may have knocked it loose. Brea scoops it up. Over to Robinson. Open. Left wing for 3. Got it!
Well, I just love how cool, calm, and collected Kentucky has been on offense.
Cats match their biggest lead of the game at 50-42 with 14 minutes to play. Timeout, Tennessee. This is the UK Sports Network.
Just like your finger.
All right, y'all. Kentucky hot again with those threes. They are hot hitting those 3-pointers. And they're pushing this lead out. The biggest lead of the game, 50-42 with 14 minutes to go in the second half. Subscribe, like, turn on them notifications.
Care centered on you. Visit BaptistHealth.com/heartcare.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Hey, there's a penny by your foot.
A penny? Find a penny, pick it up, then all day you'll have good luck? Come on, let's aim higher. For the nickel.
But how often do you find free nickels?
Every day at Thornton's. Save 5 cents off per gallon of fuel every day with Thornton's Refreshing Rewards.
Then we need a new adage. Come to Thornton's, pump your gas, save some nickels with every pass. They'll add up to save $1. How does that sound for a little luck?
That is way better than pennies.
Get 5 cents off per gallon of fuel every day at your local Thornton's. Valid on fuel purchases up to 35 gallons. Requires download of the Refreshing Rewards app and successful registration.
14 minutes to play. Kentucky 50, Tennessee 42. Against the nation's #1 team in defensive efficiency, Tennessee. The Wildcats have made 7 of 10 to start the second half. They're shooting 49% for the game, and they're 10 of 20 at the three-point line, Jack.
Yeah, I just think Kentucky has remained calm. Veterans will do that, even in the most adverse of situations. They've done a great job with that. By the way, it was Trent Noah who reached back in to help and knocked that ball away that Kentucky came up with that turned into Jackson Robinson's three-point basket. Now, Tennessee got one more offensive rebound. They turned that into a three-point basket. So, again, it just proves that you have to get them all. You have to get them all.
Robinson leading Kentucky with 14, Almanor with 12, Brea with 10. Almanor has 4 threes. Robinson has 4 threes for Kentucky.
I like Tom Robinson working against Ziegler. He's so long.
Yes.
So much taller to begin with. Ziegler, a lot of times, he'll come off of that screen. If he has someone his own size, he'll come off of that high screen looking to shoot the basketball. Jackson Robinson's played him very smart, hasn't fought over the screens, but he has gotten to the other side of the screen and is waiting there with his arm extended so he can't get that shot off.
And Ziegler, who averages 12 points a game, has 4, and he's 2 of 10 from the field. Garrison in the game with Owe, Noah, Robinson, and Chandler. So 2 starters on the floor for Kentucky. Williams getting a breather ahead of this next media timeout. Now somebody's got to pick it up on the glass with Williams out.
All 5 guys on that defensive end. So what if you don't get the fast break?
Lanier, top of the circle, goes to the right elbow, jumper, no. And
Over
a foul
back, please.
On the rebound. Oh, my, no, they not call that on Kentucky.
Oh, they did.
Noah was inside of Milicic, who went through him to try to get the rebound, and Noah gets the foul.
Boy, that happened down on the other end there, so I have no clue what happened there. I was blocked out.
Ziegler plays it into Akpara, out to Milicic. Back to Ziegler, deep in that left corner. Comes into the lane, goes over to the right side, gives it to Meshack. Back to Ziegler, shot clock at 10. Ziegler straight away between the circles, hands it left to Milicic, 6 to shoot. Milicic goes left, hands it off to Lanier. Lanier, left elbow fall away, good.
Tough shot.
Yeah, it was.
Sometimes offense is just better than defense. Kentucky defended that very, very well, and he just made a tough shot.
Great shooter, made a great play. 50-44 Kentucky. Here's Chandler out front, picks up his dribble, gets it to Robinson, dangerously close to the timeline. Robinson dribbles it all the way to the right corner. It is back to Ziegler, fall away 15-footer, good! Jackson Robinson with 16.
Not the 1-foot fall away, Tom.
13 to play, 52-44 Kentucky. Here's Milicic straight away. Dribbles to his left, throws it down in the corner to Meshack. Meshack over to Ziegler deep on the right side. 15 to shoot as Ziegler moves inside the arc, goes down the lane, goes under the basket, throws it out in the left corner to Milicic. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Milicic hands it to Lanier, 18-footer, missed it, rebounded by Owe for Kentucky. Good inside position. Here come the Wildcats. Owe walks it into front court, hands it over to Garrison. Garrison dribbles to his left. Garrison getting manhandled using his arm. Here's Noah, straight away 3. Got it!
Yes, Trent. Yes, Trent.
Away, young fella.
Don't you dare hesitate.
It's raining threes on Rocky Top, and Kentucky leads by 11, 55-44. Lanier straight away. 12:05 to play. Left side it goes to Milicic. Milicic walks it down to the baseline, loses the ball out of bounds. Touch last by Noah.
Yeah.
And that will get us to a timeout with 12 minutes to play. Kentucky has made 11 of 21 three-point shots, and with 12 minutes to play, they lead at Tennessee by 11, 55-44 on the UK Sports Network.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears.
All right, chat. The Volunteers are trying to come back. But Kentucky keeps hitting those timely threes. And it's 55-44 with 12 minutes to go here in the second half. Can Tennessee hold on to that number 8 ranking and wrestle the lead from these Wildcats, who are currently at 12? You got to figure a win by Kentucky would put them right back into that top 10 that they just fell out of, and it would probably drop Tennessee out of the top 10. Let's get back to it, y'all. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and give the video a like.
That's right, nearly 3 times. So, what are you waiting for? Choose a bank you can brag about. Republic Bank. It's just easier here. Member FDIC.
Hey, BBN, Coach Pope here. Our program's mentality is relentless 24/7 work. Total dedication every day. It's what it takes to raise banners. And it's what it takes to tackle the Commonwealth's biggest healthcare challenges. Big Blue determination. It's why UK Healthcare is the #1 hospital in Kentucky and the official healthcare partner of UK Athletics.
12 minutes to play in the game. It's 55-44. Kentucky leading here at Tennessee. Trent Noah, the freshman from Harlan County High School, providing our key scholarship, key play of the game. That three-pointer just gave Kentucky its biggest lead of the game at 11. Since 1999, $532 million in scholarships and grants funded by lottery proceeds have been used at UK. The Kentucky Lottery truly is fueling imagination and funding education. Tennessee is 4-3 in the SEC. Its 4 wins have come against teams in the bottom half of the league in three-point baskets made. Its 3 losses came against teams in the top half of the league in making threes. Kentucky's #1 in the league, and they've made 11 of 21 tonight. Tennessee 6 of 26, and it's a big part of why the Wildcats are up by 11, Goose.
Yes, you're absolutely right, and I like the way Kentucky's gotten those shots. Nobody's forced anything. They have been calm. They've waited for the shots to come by keeping the ball moving. That's been really good. Now, one thing I'm real excited about, Tom, is that the officials are not punishing Kentucky for playing good, aggressive, solid defense. In the first half, it was almost like the officials were saying, now I know they weren't, I'm just telling you what it felt like to me. You guys are not known to be that physical.
Yeah, you must be fouling.
Tennessee is. So you guys must be fouling to keep them, well, they weren't fouling. They got called for some fouls. But Kentucky stayed with it, and they're defending very well.
And Kentucky's held up against the physical Tennessee defense. No turnovers in this half.
And that's going to be a huge, huge factor the rest of the way.
12 to shoot as Tennessee puts the ball in play on its left baseline. Ziegler plays it into Dubar. He dribbles out front, hands it back to Ziegler. Perry's in the game, guarding Ziegler. Ziegler drives on it. Goes in deep, jump stop, blocked by Garrison, but a foul, I think, on Perry down low.
Did you see the difference in Ziegler playing against Perry as opposed to playing against Jackson Robinson? He has not against Jax. He hasn't turned that corner and either shot it or attacked the basket. He's done it twice, and both times in this game he's done it against TP.
First one for Ziegler is good. Danced around the rim and dropped in. He's an 88% shooter. 5 points. He can cut it back to single digits. Kentucky trying to steal a few minutes of rest for Jackson Robinson. Rhea, Almanor, free throw, good. Oway, Perry, and Garrison, the 5 on the floor for Kentucky. It's a 9-point lead. The Vols picking up with more intensity in their full court pressure. Comes into Oway, and now he'll work it up for Kentucky. 55-46, Cats lead it. 11:45 to play in the game. Oway coming to the left. Cut off, can't turn the corner, throws it back to Almanor, back to Oway. Oway puts it between his legs, spins into the lane, fall away 10-footer is blocked. He taps it over to Almanor, who gives it to Perry. Perry, deep 3, right side, rattles out, no good. Oway rebounds, follows, good!
Boy, and might have gotten fouled on that. No call, but big-time rebound.
Leads back to 11, 57-46. Ziegler walks it over to the right side. Couple of crossovers. Driving on Perry again and gets bumped again.
There he goes again. You might have to come with Jackson Robinson simply because it's a respect thing. Jackson Robinson gets the benefit of the whistle. Travis Perry won't.
Perry picks up 2 quick ones. And Ziegler respects that defense of Robinson.
Exactly.
11-point lead for the Cats. Ziegler plays it in, gets it right back. Right corner 3 ball, good.
Yeah.
Kentucky went to sleep there a little bit.
Went to sleep. Exactly right. Good call.
57-49, Kentucky. Robinson comes into front court, stops at the top, gives it to Garrison. Amari Williams about to check in. Garrison dribbles left, picks up his dribble, throws it over to Almanor. Almanor down the right sideline where he hands it to Owe. Owe throws it across to Garrison. 9 to shoot. Garrison hands it off to Robinson. Robinson with 4 to shoot. Couple of crossovers again. Slides right, shoots it, missed it. Shot clock violation. He was just trying to do everything he could to create enough space to get a shot off, and when he finally did, the buzzer beat him. Williams in, and Garrison out. 10:30 to play. First turnover of the second half for Kentucky as Ziegler comes into front court. Guarded again by Robinson, so Ziegler not going into that lane this time. Comes right side with a pass to Gainey. Dumps it into Akpara, working against Williams. Goes up and scores with the left hand to use the rim to shield the ball away from Williams. Nice move in the post by Akpara. Tennessee has cut it to 6 at 57-51. 10 minutes to play. Williams passes to his left to Brea. Brea pressured, comes to the top. Between the legs dribble. Akpara matched up against him. They bounce it to Williams. Williams and a whistle and a foul as he handed it to Brea, cutting for the basket. They got a foul on Tennessee's Akpara. It's his first.
That was a call out of the huddle. They went right at Williams. They know he needs to be off the floor. So they're going to run some plays through Akpara right now to try to get another foul on Williams.
That's inbounded to Almanor on the left wing. He gives it to Robinson. Right in his face. Comes to Williams. Williams holding the ball high. Throws it over to Owe. Owe penetrates. Step through move and gets fouled. He's forcing his way into that crowd, and then he's strong enough to get the shot up and draw the foul. It's on Meshack. That's 5 now on Tennessee and 2 on Meshack, and 2 shots coming here for Otega Owe.
And Tennessee is playing him for the drive. They would like for him to take the 3, but you're right. He's just so strong. You have to keep going in there.
Former football player, 1 out of 2 at the line. Good. 8 points for Otega. Brea gets a breather. Chandler back in. They've gotten really good minutes tonight out of both Chandler and Noah. Here comes Milicic back for Tennessee. 9:37 to play. Akpara will come out. Ball's a little smaller now.
Yeah, but we'll see how they match up with Williams.
One more shot for Owe, and it comes off no good. 7-point lead for Kentucky, 58-51.
Little zone defense by Kentucky.
And looks like a 2-3. They get it to Milicic in the lane, drives and scores. They got it right in the middle of the zone. He scored easily.
Yeah, that looked to be a little bit of confusion there.
58-53, Kentucky with the lead in the ball. 9:15 to play. Here's Robinson taking the handoff down the lane, puts it up. No, tapped in by Williams.
What? All 3 guys went for the block. Williams by himself there.
It's 9 for Amari. 60-53. Ziegler, top of the key, 3 ball, rims out. The rebound saved in by Tennessee, but chased down by Chandler, and he's fouled by Ziegler on the reach in. His second, 6 now on the Volunteers. So with 8:55 to play, Kentucky will be in the bonus on the next Tennessee foul. Cats still have 1 to give. They lead it by 7. Here comes Brea up off the bench for Kentucky.
I don't know if Jackson Robinson is cramping up a little bit. He was pulling up on his toe on that foot.
So he goes out, and Brea comes in. Williams will inbound the ball. Gets it to Owe. Back to Williams, and they can use Amari to bring the ball up, which they will do as he goes up into front court against Milicic. Nice to have that asset in Amari Williams. Williams comes to the top of the key, passes to his left to Owe, gets the seam, goes for the bucket, puts it up, won't go. Rebounded by Tennessee. A lot of contact there.
Yeah, just want to dunk that thing. Make everybody in the building think you are.
Gainey comes into the lane, pitches to the corner, deflected by Chandler. A steal for Kentucky.
Just need to slow it down here.
Owe picks up the loose ball. Heads up play by the freshman Chandler. 8:20 to go. Almanor, 3-ball, right side. No. Rebound, Milicic.
Almost down.
60-53 Kentucky. Quickly the other way. Tennessee misses a runner by Gainey. Williams rebounds it. He leads the break. Pitches it to his left to Chandler. Shovels it to the corner to Brea. Fake. Slides right. His three. No, but he got fouled on a three-point shot. With 8:03 to play.
Tom, you see the other thing that happens when you get a clean rebound, and we've seen it a couple times here. You get those opportunities on the other end of the floor because they are sending at least 3, maybe 4 guys to their offensive glass.
Brea at the line for Kentucky to shoot 3. Colby Brea, 10 points, make it 11. .803 to play. The lead is 8, 61-53.
Trent Noah's so anxious to get back in there, man. The officials trying to get him to wait on the sideline. He's got 3 free throws.
Brea hits another one. 62-53. Almanor and Williams come out. Garrison and Noah go in. Colby Brea shooting for his 13th point. And it's no good. Just his second miss this season in 13 attempts. 9-point lead for Kentucky. We go under 8 minutes to play. Dubar at the top. He hands it to Lanier. They're trying to get him going over the right elbow. It's blocked by Oweh and then saved in by Chandler, but they say he was on the end line.
Oh, man. Almost.
He went flying into the photographers down on the right baseline to try to save it. So it'll be Tennessee's ball with 15 to shoot when we come back. Timeout on the floor with 7:48 to play. Winning time coming up. Kentucky leads it by 9 here at Tennessee on the UK Sports Network.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just...
All right, y'all. Tennessee is hanging around in this one. They are just hanging around. They are still down by 9, but they keep getting it to like 7, back to 9, back to 7, back to 9. But 7:48 to go in the second half. 62-53 Wildcats. Can the Wildcats hold them off and get the victory here? 3 days from today. Yes. So on Thursday night, Kentucky takes on Arkansas, the return of John Calipari to the BBN. I imagine he will get booed lustfully in that game at Rupp Arena. But I will be streaming that, even though these Kentucky streams are straight up booty lately. They are not getting any kind of views. I'm going right up against, hell, I think I counted 8 different China channels that are showing the game and playing the audio. But thank you to those that are here. I think 28 is probably our high for today. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. Let's get back to it. Enjoy the rest of it.
To a new UK FCU credit card and get 0% APR for 12 months. Just visit one of our 7 branches to transfer your balance today. UK Federal Credit Union. Balance transfer is subject to transfer fee. Visit ukfcu.org for terms and conditions. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
One turnover in this half for Kentucky. They're shooting 48% from the field for the game. They've made 11 of 23 at the three-point line. Tennessee is 7 of 28 and 35% overall. Cats lead at 62-53 with 7:48 left. And Goose, it was at this point in the loss at Vanderbilt on Saturday, the last 7 to 8 minutes of the first and second halves, where Vanderbilt gained the advantage and ultimately got the win. Tennessee won this segment of the first half and went from trailing to leading by 3. Kentucky must win this segment or at least hold its own.
And you know how important I think this segment is. I called it the last game. But there's only 2 ways Tennessee can get back in this ball game the way I see it. Number 1, they can force turnovers. We saw that in Nashville. And gave up easy baskets, transition baskets through making turnovers. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and you know Tennessee's going to do it, is they're going to try to get to the offensive glass. So Kentucky must continue to rebound, and you cannot turn the ball over. Get a shot, at least one shot, every time down.
Got to be ruthless in your execution.
And ruthless in protecting the basketball.
Yes.
That is the thing. It's in your hands. It's yours.
Robinson's back in with Brea, Owe, Noah, and Garrison. Tennessee's ball on the right baseline. 15 on the shot clock. Kentucky thought it had a stop when Owe blocked the shot, but Chandler couldn't save it in. Comes in to Dubar. He quickly gives it back to Ziegler, but he has to dribble out front this time. They wouldn't give him that three. Milicic, right of the circle. Comes right side to Dubar, and he makes a three.
Well, he's wide open. Wide open. Not sure how he did that.
His 10th one of the season and his second basket of the night. Big one for Tennessee. Cuts the lead to 6, 62-56. Owe throws it to Brea, and it skipped off his hands, but it picked up by Noah, and he drives and scores.
Wow. Heads up play. Heads up play.
What a save by Noah. Ziegler, left side, out to Dubar, around to Meshack, coming down to 7 to play. Back to Ziegler. Kentucky leads 64-56. Dubar, another long three. He missed this one, and a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, going the other way.
Against Tennessee.
That play Trent Noah made, Tom, that is a game-winning play.
They call the foul on Lanier. His first, and that's 8. So it's 1-1 for Kentucky, and it's going to be Brea going to the line. Owe's pass was just a little high for Brea, and it skipped off his hand and ricocheted over to the left corner, and Noah just saw it and won the race to the 50-50 ball and wisely just drove on in and scored.
Yeah, those are game-saving plays.
Free throw good for Kobe Brea.
And you know what I equate it to? When you play great defense and you get down to 2-1 on the clock and they throw one up and bank it off the backboard.
Yeah.
Those kind of plays.
Free throw, no good. Brea's missed 2. He was a 90% shooter coming into the game. 65-56, Kentucky. Ziegler off the left side goes right to the rim much too easily as he blew by Robinson that time.
Nobody there.
65-58, Kentucky. 6:40 to play. Owe running the point now. We've got Brea and Robinson on the wings. Owe down the left side, cut off, throws it back to Noah. Noah, 12 to shoot. Dribbles over to the right, hands it to Brea. Brea with a jab step, gives it to Garrison, 7 to shoot. Comes left side to Owe. It's knocked out of his hands. He's got it back. He blows by Milicic, goes in and dunks it in and hits the deck hard.
Oh, yeah. He jumps right back up, and he's got that Owe smile on his face.
And they called a foul?
Yes, they had to call a foul.
Yes.
Okay, take your time.
I didn't see the whistle or didn't hear the whistle.
Take your time, Double O. Shake that off. This is a time I would walk all the way down to the other free throw line. The official can't say anything. Just walk all the way down.
Owe blew by him and gets the dunk and the foul. It's a pretty authoritative way to keep the double-figure streak going right there.
Yes, it is. Oh, man. Boy, I'm glad he was able to get up. If I fell that hard, I'd be laying there for about 10 minutes, man.
Trying to complete the three-point play. Otega Owe. No good. Cats are leaving some points on the line. Tennessee down 9 with the ball. 6:12 to play. Ziegler on the left side. Goes into the lane. Jump stop. Throws it out to Dubar. Pass out front to Ziegler. Ziegler goes left with the pass to Meshack. Back to Ziegler. Fakes the three. Gets right to the rim and scores. And the foul was well before the shot, but they're going to give it to...
No, that's in the act. I think he had picked it up, Tom.
Oh, okay.
I would like for it to have been the other way, but that's just a little reach in by Garrison.
That's 10 for Ziegler, 8 of them in this half. Williams comes back in, Garrison out. So 3-point play here for Ziegler. Almanor coming in. Noah goes out. They get some good minutes out of Noah.
He always seems to give you good minutes.
Ziegler's 2 for 2 at the line, 88% on the season. 5:56 to play, and this one rims out. It's rebounded by Williams for Kentucky. Cats with the ball up 7. Ortega-Oweh in front court, throws it over to the left side to Williams. Williams goes right, now comes back to his left, and a foul on Milicic. That's his third, and that'll put Amari Williams at the line. And that's 10 on Tennessee, so it's the double bonus now for Kentucky.
Like I say, I'm just happy to see the refs rewarding Kentucky for their good defense and then for their aggressive play on this end of the floor where they're getting the benefit of the whistle this half.
Williams, in and out, no good.
Got to make these.
Kentucky now 8 of 15 at the free throw line. Oweh out, Chandler in. One more shot for Amari Williams as it gets loud and knocks him. The left-hander's shot is good. So he gets 1 out of 2. Gets into double figures. That's a double-double for Amari, his 5th one as a Wildcat. Here's Milicic, right side, long three, banked in.
Oh, Tom, I'm sorry I brought that up. I'm sorry I brought that up.
68-63, Kentucky. Williams drives it left, hands it to Brea. Long three, got it!
That's the way to get it back. That's the way to get it back.
16 for Kobe Brea. 71-63, Kentucky. Milicic drives over to the right, pass in the corner to Barr. His 3, no good. Backside rebound claimed by Robinson. And here come the Wildcats. Amari Williams walks it into front court as we go under 5 minutes to play. Williams backing his way down into the key, hands it to Almanor. Almanor spins and goes right, floats a pass to the corner to Chandler. Back to Almanor, stolen! Run out, dunk for Dubar for Tennessee. Soft pass from the freshman back to Almanor. Tennessee seized it to cut the lead to 6 at 71-65. And that fires up the crowd. Just the second turnover in this half for Kentucky. 4:36 to play, and timeout taken by the Wildcats. 4 minutes, 36 seconds on the clock as Ortega-Oweh gets set to come back in.
Listen, with as well as they played, okay, you make a turnover. Now, how are you going to respond? They made a 3. Kentucky came right back and made another 3 themselves. So you just have to respond here.
12 out of 24 at the three-point line tonight for Kentucky. They've shot 51% from the field in a matchup against a top 5 offense from Kentucky and a number 1 defense from Tennessee. So the Wildcats have 2 timeouts left, as do the Vols. Cats are in the double bonus on a Tennessee foul. Tennessee shooting 1-1 on a Kentucky foul. And if there's a held ball, the Vols have the arrow. Tennessee's got its best offensive unit out there. Lanier, Ziegler, Gainey, and Milicic. And I can't see who the 5th guy is for the Vols. There he is, a Dubar in Kentucky's front court. The Cats will inbound the ball against full court pressure. Chandler, Oweh, Brea, Almanor, and Williams for Kentucky. Trying to get a little more rest for Robinson until this next media timeout as it comes into Chandler. Chandler gives it over to Oweh, and Oweh will jog it up the left side of the floor. Mark Pope directing traffic from the side, just down to our left, as Oweh walks it to the middle of the floor. Oweh goes to his right, can't turn the corner though. Crosses over, comes back into the lane to the left, out to Almanor, 10 to shoot it. Almanor threw it away. Got deflected, Tennessee with a steal. Ahead to Milicic, drives in deep, cut off. Pass out for a 3-point shot that's good by Lanier.
I can't turn it over, Tom. You just cannot turn it over.
And it's down to a 3-point Kentucky lead as we go under 4 minutes to play. 2 turnovers and 5 points for Tennessee. Williams goes left, hands it to Brea. Brea Slides down to the corner. Drives along the baseline. Reverse layup. No, but he got fouled.
Oh, boy.
That'll get us to the media timeout. It's on Milicic. That is his fourth. 3:44 to play. Kentucky 71. Tennessee 68. This is the UK Sports Network.
Flight by Yingling.
All right, y'all. Looks like we're going to have a wild finish here. A wild finish. Maybe even a little OT action. But it's 71-68 with 3:44 to go in the second half. We will stay on the main for the rest of this one because you know that graphic always messes it up, but posted too early. So we will stay on the main for the rest of this one. Again, I thank you all for being here today. We're going to be just over 1,000 views for tonight's stream, which is what we kind of been averaging this week. The week of sadness on VST. But, yeah, we got this, 2 more Kings games, and then that members-only Dodger stream on Friday night. And that'll kick off, the transition into Dodger baseball here on the channel. But thank you for being here. Again, subscribe, like, and become a V-Homie today, y'all, so you can join us in that members-only stream on Friday night. The first all-new Blue Crew report. The day that was, the day that is, and the day that will be in Dodger baseball. Hope you join us for that. Let's get back to the action. Kentucky now nursing a 3-point lead.
Tennessee's been able to get up 11 more shots than Kentucky, so even though the Wildcats are making 51%, the Vols just 40%, Tennessee is right in this game, trailing 71-68 with 3:44 to play. 13-5 advantage in points off turnovers, Goose. 11 for Kentucky. For most of the second half, they didn't have one, but they've had 2 recent ones that have killed them, and the Vols have only turned it over 4 times.
As I say, you have to get at least a shot every time down. And what we've seen here is because Kentucky's been very aggressive at pursuing shots, the officials have given them opportunities at the free throw line. Now Kentucky's left some there. So they'll need to really focus in here and make sure they knock these down.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the UK Sports Network. Georgia, and you were talking about the fact that part of the reason for the free throw disparity you saw was that Kentucky wasn't going at Georgia's defense. Now Tennessee is coming out with an even more aggressive defense, but Kentucky is pushing back, and they're getting their opportunities, but they've only made 9 of 16 at the line.
Yeah, they are pursuing the basket and going aggressively, so just have to figure out how to finish this thing off.
Having to do it without their top 2 point guards, and with Andrew Carr also out. He tried to play in the first half but could only go a couple of minutes and has not returned. So Kentucky with a very short-handed unit, which would be a huge win to come in here and beat a top 10 Tennessee team. They got 3:44 to go to close it out as Brea's at the line.
I never quite get it why teams don't put their own player at the free throw line in the event there's a miss.
2 shots for Brea. First one rolls in.
Could be a crazy bounce that comes right to you.
Kobe's 4 of 6 at the line tonight.
But I guess you take away the opportunity to commit a foul as well.
This one bounces around and drops in. 73-68 Kentucky. That's 18 for Brea. Kentucky, a little backcourt pressure. Ziegler gets it across the line, pressed by Robinson, who's back in. Ziegler floats over to the left. Williams has him on a shift. Ziegler tries to drive and loses the ball, but gathers it back in. Throws it out to Milicic. He hands it to Lanier. Lanier looking for a shot. Comes to his right. Brea switches off on him. 10 to shoot. Lanier drives. Spins into the lane. Almost lost it. Hands it to Ziegler. Deep 3 from the top. It's no good. And Williams up to claim the rebound, and then he lost it out of bounds. He was battling with Almanor. Almanor pointing to a Tennessee player to say he touched it, but it'll be Tennessee's ball.
But when
This
you
Williams
get
guy,
that
he does this
rebound
crap
at the
3-4
apex,
times a game.
You let it
Grab
come
the
down
ball.
and you get it
My
chest
goodness.
high. It gives other people opportunity to get a hand on it.
Comes into Dubar, quick three, in and out, no good. Rebound Tennessee. Out to Ziegler, right wing, his three, no good. Rebound Brea. The Cats give Tennessee 2 extra shots, and they dodge
Can
the
I
bullet.
exhale now?
Yes, you may.
Oh,
3 to play. Kentucky with the ball and a 5-point lead. Williams dribbles over to his left. Throws it across court to Almanor. Almanor hands it to Robinson. Boy, Tennessee is so physical on those handoffs. There's Williams out front. Wanted to hand it to Brea. Couldn't. Bounce pass left side comes to Owe. 2 seconds to shoot it. Owe, crossover, gets into the lane. Shot clock buzzer goes off. And Owe's saying he got fouled, but he's not going to get that call.
Just not going to get that. Taking a little too long.
That's another turnover.
To get into the offense.
Second shot clock violation of the night for Kentucky. 2:35 to play. Tennessee with the ball. Kentucky with the lead, 73-68. Arrow goes to Tennessee on a held ball. Here's Ziegler over on the right side. 2 timeouts left each way. Here's Gainey straight away. Gainey slides over to his left, comes back to his right hand, down the lane, jump stop, out to Ziegler. Another three, another miss. Williams claims the rebound with 2 hands up high.
Get that thing up there, man. Get it up at the apex.
He heard you.
Nobody can get it.
Williams walking it up the floor. Now he's picked up by Milicic. 2 minutes to play. Williams bounces it over to Robinson.
Cleared out. Cleared
Robinson
out.
back to the basket. Backing down against Ziegler. Spins. Fall away 15-footer. No, it's short. Rebounded by Ziegler. 1:50 to play. Tennessee down 5 with the ball. Gainey out deep. Comes into the key. Throws it right side to Milicic. His 3. It's no good. Tapped up into the air by Owe. Knocked out of bounds. And Kentucky ball is the call at the moment. I think they're going to look at it, though.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Owe was battling with a Tennessee player. I may have been.
Williams did it again, yo. I think Williams knocked this ball out of bounds.
It was maybe Gainey, but they did come over from the backside and knock it out of bounds. There's the hand.
Whew, it's close.
It's going to be close.
It looked like both players, the first glance,
you
had
saw
their
it that time, and it was DeBar, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe the Tennessee player
Do you
knocked
think
that out.
Tennessee, DeBar knocked it out?
I do.
Owe, yeah, okay, I see the angle now.
You
because
see?
Owe,
Yeah.
it was
He
hitting his
punched it
right
out.
hand.
Owe,
and
of
DeBar
course,
reached
never
around from
wrapped shit
behind
up.
and smacked it forward.
He can't grab a
And it
basketball.
sure looks like it ought to be Kentucky's ball.
Kentucky's ball.
And it looks like
73-68 Kentucky, 141 to play. Cats are shooting 2 on a Tennessee foul. Vols shooting 1 and 1 on a Kentucky foul. 2 timeouts each way, and the arrow pointing Tennessee's direction.
1:43 to go in the
Kentucky's
second
won
half.
4 of the last 5 times it has played in this building. Overall, Cats lead here 59-53, and what is the 240th all-time meeting between these old rivals along I-75?
Yeah, this has been a really, really good effort by Kentucky. I know a lot of time left.
Tennessee is a tough team to play. Physical, not dirty, physical. They will battle you, fight you for every inch, and you've got to give as good as you get. And Kentucky's done a much better job of that tonight and has been able to execute its offense to the point where they're making 50% of their shots against the number 1 defense in the nation.
And that the way Tennessee plays is a shining example of Rick Barnes and his style.
Yeah.
Because he coaches you to be physical. He coaches you to bring it every minute. And Kentucky is answering the call. They themselves have been physical.
5 Wildcats in double figures, led by Brea with 18. Robinson with 16. Still no signal from the officials. Cats have made 12 threes. Tennessee's made 10.
Oh
my goodness.
Tennessee.
I mean, the angle that you and I just saw is the Tennessee player reaching from behind to knock the ball forward. So I guess it must have been on the fingertip of Owe last.
Wow.
Because that's the camera angle you couldn't see. Here's another angle of it. Yeah, I
That's
just
not
don't
helping
see
me
it.
change my mind.
No. Well, 1:41 to play. Tennessee's going to get another chance.
Yeah, man. It's another offensive rebound for Tennessee.
14 of them tonight. Kentucky leads the overall board battle, 28-22. Ziegler will play it in on the left baseline. Just the kind of game Kentucky really needs to win. They haven't won one like this. Comes in to Ziegler, and he brings it all the way out front. Guarded by Robinson. Ziegler walks it to his left. 10 seconds to shoot it. They get it to Gainey. Moves inside the arc, then he backs out. 4 seconds, lost the ball, dribbled it out of bounds. An unforced error.
Wow.
He tried to drive it on Oweh, was cut off, and then he backed out and lost his dribble.
Now they're going to go look at this again.
What is that?
I guess, do you have to every dead ball?
You got me. I mean, Oweh's nowhere close to touching the ball, right?
No. And I think what he did, it hit almost out. And
Deb Moore here next to us says they're looking at the clock, the timing.
Timing on the clock.
It looks like it's going to stay the same.
1:23 to go. 1:23 to go in the game.
So I need more than 2.7. 30. There you go.
1:23 to play. Kentucky 73, Tennessee 68 here in Knoxville.
Just got to get a good shot, Tom. Cannot turn it over.
Vols have won 15 of their last 16 games here against top 25 opponents. Brea will inbound the ball. 6'9" Phillips guarding the ball. Kentucky has 2 timeouts. They get it into Oweh. Oweh coming up from backcourt. Pressured hard by Meshack, and they call an offensive foul.
He did, but that was the second foul. He did.
Second foul meaning that
means that
Meshack fouled him first.
Meshack got him first.
Yeah. And so it will be a turnover for Kentucky.
Right there.
Turnovers late have been the issue. They're going to look at this to see if there was contact to the head, neck area where it would be a flagrant one.
Yeah, please don't do that.
That would be 2 free throws and the ball for Tennessee.
1:18 to go. 1:18 to go. They will review this for
his second
foul.
7th team foul. So it's an offensive foul. No shots here for Tennessee.
Now that is where you miss Lamont Butler.
Yes.
In that situation.
Kentucky left Oweh to bring it up, and Meshack really got after him with his pressure, and it bothered Ortega. And looked like Meshack had his hands all over Oweh, but Oweh then pushed back, and that's what the officials saw. It was much more clear what Oweh did.
Yeah. Sometimes you get don't see the first, and they see the second.
Looks like.
I don't think there's anything going to be added.
Looks like just a common foul, I assume. I haven't heard an announcement. So with 1:18 to play, Tennessee will inbound the ball in backcourt, but just on its side of backcourt behind the midcourt line.
It's got to get stopped, which means getting a rebound all the way through.
Tennessee shooting just 37%, but they have 14 offensive rebounds. Comes into Ziegler. Ziegler drives it to his right. Robinson cuts him off. Ziegler standing and dribbling out beyond the three-point line. Gets it to Gainey. A 3 on the way. It rims out. No good. And the rebound to Tennessee, and a foul on Kobe Brea. Lanier outran him to the rebound that bounced down on the right baseline. Brea picks up his 3rd foul. And that will put Lanier at the line for 1 and a bonus, a 78% shooter.
Defense is not defense if you don't rebound the basketball.
Yes.
It's that simple.
It's wasted effort.
It really is.
1-1 for Lanier with 1:06 to play. Kentucky with a 5-point lead.
2 free throws for Lanier.
Lanier
1:06
first time
to
to
go.
the line tonight. Hits it. For Lanier, that's his 11th point. Now the bonus shot. Rolls in. So it's a 1-possession game again. Meshack, Phillips, and Okpara come back in for Tennessee.
Right. Again, you might need Amari Williams back there to bring the ball up the floor.
Brea will inbound the ball. Each team has 2 timeouts left. Brea can run the baseline. He bounces it into Oweh. Trap loses the ball, but it's knocked away by Tennessee. They put a quick trap in on Oweh. They inbounded the ball deep in the corner. So now they'll have to play it in there, and Brea can't move. They pull him over to the corner to inbound this ball.
We need a little more movement to get this ball inbound.
Yes. Brea has a couple of timeouts if he needs it. Comes into Robinson. Robinson gets hit in the face on a reach-in by Phillips, and it'll be 2 shots for Kentucky. Phillips commits his 3rd foul.
He's got to get this thing in bounds, man. I mean, it's tough, man. Out quicken or trying to out
2
quick
free
somebody
throws for the Wildcats.
Just a one-on-one situation, especially from that corner.
1:02 to play. Fans reacting to the replay as Jackson Robinson's going to step to the line where he shoots 85%. First time there tonight. 1:02 on the clock. Held ball. Tennessee has the arrow.
Well, Jackson's really stretching out that hamstring.
He has had to play a lot of minutes and run the point for a lot of those minutes against outstanding defense from Tennessee. Now they may go and look at the monitor here to see if Robinson got hit in the face.
Now they'll look at it here, Tom, to see if there's anything flagrant. There wasn't. But he hit him in the face.
3 official reviews.
You have
3 official reviews in less than a minute.
Ziegler tonight for Tennessee with 10 points. He's joined Kareem Reed as the only SEC players with 1,300 points, 600 assists, and 200 steals. And he's done it in a pair of trunks that are way shorter.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. He used to wear them down to past his knees, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Back in the, I guess that's around the late 90s, early 2000s.
I think overall Kentucky's done a good job with Ziegler. And I don't want to speak too quickly because there's still a lot of time left. And he is one of those hero shot makers. So I don't want to say too much, but overall they've done a pretty decent job.
Milicic is the leading scorer for Tennessee with 19, 7 above his average. Kentucky has 5 players in double figures as Robinson steps to the line. Everything's a 2-shot foul.
He gets 2
for Kentucky. 1:02 to play. Tennessee's in the 1-1. Kentucky has 8 fouls. Free throw perfect. And a new wave comes in for Tennessee. Lanier, DeBar, and Milicic, the offensive group coming in.
Offense, defense.
74-70 Kentucky. 2-possession game. Robinson can make it a 5-point lead.
1 minute, 2 seconds, Charles.
Spins it.
1 minute, 2
Sets,
seconds.
Fires. Nope. Rebound Tennessee. That's had left too many points at the stripe.
Points at on the.
Ziegler goes right, hands it to Lanier. Long 3, comes up short. Rebounded by Ziegler. Ziegler spins and thought he was going for the basket, but he circles out, throws it to Gainey. Gainey out beyond the arc. Gainey back to Milicic. Deep 3 from the top. It's no good. And Brea comes through to get the rebound. It's knocked out of his hands, and he loses it out of bounds.
He just fumbled it right out of bounds. Oh, man, we're making it a lot harder than it needs to be.
40 seconds, Charles.
to play.
40.
4-point lead for Kentucky. Tennessee will inbound the ball on the right baseline.
You know the foul is coming. Watch the corner.
Comes into Milicic. Fires it out to Dubar. A long 3. Rims out. No good. Rebound Tennessee. Back to Milicic. Milicic gets it to Lanier. Deep 3. Left side. Got it. You can't give them that many chances.
They're going to make one of them.
Timeout Tennessee. 28.6 seconds to play.
Timeout Tennessee with 28.6
Kentucky was dominant early on the boards, but
Kentucky just
going
cannot
to the
get a rebound.
Gotten Tennessee back in at 20 second chance points on 18 offensive rebounds. So even though they're shooting 36%, Kentucky shooting 50%. The Vols have put up 20 more shots.
And they've been having so much trouble with this Tennessee press.
What needs to happen here, of course, number one, you got to get the ball inbound. That is key, and I know it sounds simple, but that is huge. I'm not so sure running Rick right now would be the play to go to. Lamont Butler was the quarterback, I think, in Seattle when Kentucky ran that.
28.6 left to play. 1 point Kentucky lead, 74-73.
Actually, it was against Duke when Kentucky
in
ran
Atlanta.
that.
Noah has checked in. Gives them a little extra speed
I don't
versus
think they
Almanor.
play that turn down
Robinson,
for what
Oweh,
song enough, y'all.
Brea.
I don't think they play it quite
Or
enough.
Almanor is in there. Got Williams out. They're going with a better free throw shooting group, too. Comes into Oweh. Oweh drives it up through the defense and gets fouled as he came up in between two Tennessee defenders at the midcourt line. Meshack called for the foul. It's his third. So now they get Williams back in for his rebounding. He comes up off the bench. 25.3 on the clock. Otega Oweh will step to the free throw line.
Yeah. Pretty simple right now.
2 of 5 tonight. 77% on the season coming in. It's good. Little body English there to lean across.
Pretty simple. Got to make them now.
Hey, what's up, Elisheba?
75-73 Kentucky. 25 seconds to play. Tennessee gets the offensive trio back in there that they've been subbing in and out for offense, defense. Brea can make it a 3-point lead, or rather Oweh can make it a 3-point lead if he hits this one. And he does.
A little pressure up court.
76-73 Kentucky. Ziegler jogs over to the right. He hands it to Lanier. Lanier back to Ziegler. Ziegler has it knocked away by Oweh. Ziegler gets it back, drives through the lane, throws it over in the corner. Here's a fall-away three-pointer. It's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Touch last by Tennessee.
And they got to go look at it.
And it'll be Kentucky's ball. Over in that far left corner, I think it was maybe Dubar that took the shot. Here comes Noah back in. Williams will go out.
I'm not sure if it was Dubar or...
I couldn't see
All right, another review there to see if it is truly Kentucky's ball.
A lot of bodies that are moving in and out in front of us. Somebody shot it out of that left corner. It was an air ball.
Kentucky 76,
with
Tennessee
7.9 to
73.
play. So at the moment, it looks like it's Kentucky's ball with a 76-73 lead.
Yeah, it looked like it's going to be pretty close, but I thought I thought it last time. So
one timeout left for the Vols, 2 for Kentucky. 76-73.
Noah, I'm going to need you to calm down.
It looked like the Tennessee player reached around from behind.
I sure thought that was the case last time.
Williams, it was Dubar who reached around from behind, so he wasn't the guy that took the shot, obviously.
No, I think it was Lanier who let that go from the corner and shot the air ball.
76-73 Kentucky. If there is a held ball, Kentucky's ball. Thank you, Goose.
Yes.
If there's a held ball, Tennessee does have the arrow. Kentucky's got to get it in bounds. They've got 2 timeouts. They need it.
Really nice to get a call, Tom. Oh, man. Now, once again, you have to
It's
get
no problem,
the ball
Noah. I was
in
just
bounds.
teasing you, buddy.
You got timeouts. So if it gets to 3, I'm not talking 4. If it gets to 3, you call that timeout, because officials, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes. And
Noah's in for Williams, better free throw shooter.
now this is a Rick setup. I don't know that they'll run
Kentucky
it.
got to get this ball in, y'all. They got to get it in.
The baseline.
Tennessee full
now
press,
they go
obviously.
deep, and they get it into Oweh, and he's immediately fouled by Phillips. So Otega Oweh will go back to the free throw line where he just made 2. 7.1 seconds to play. Amari Williams now coming back in for Kentucky.
Please tell me they don't have to go look at this. It was just a foul.
We hear a little "Go Big Blue."
Yeah, listen at that. Wow.
It's getting louder, too.
And
Ansley Almanor waving his arms for more.
Just give me 1, baby. Just give me 1.
2 shots Oweh. 1 dribble. It's in the air, and it's good.
That's all I want.
Ortega Owe, one more shot. He's put his team up by 4, 77-73. Owe's got one more shot. It's in the air. Beauty.
Got to put a little pressure in the backcourt. Make them use some time off the clock. You don't want to let them throw it long.
That's what Kentucky's doing.
You got to make them use up some time.
Get it into DeBar, back to Ziegler. Ball's knocked loose. He picks it up, shoots a 3 off the right wing. It's no good. Williams grabs another rebound, throws it into front court, and the Wildcats get a win in Knoxville for the 3rd year in a row. It hadn't happened since 2006. They did it tonight, and they did it shorthanded, Goose.
Goodness gracious. Sometimes that's all you can say. Boy, what an effort by Kentucky. The thing I'm most proud of, other than the win, the thing I'm most proud of is how aggressively they played and they took the fight to Tennessee as opposed to allowing Tennessee to bring the fight.
Kentucky 78, Tennessee 73. Play Rocky Top all you want.
That's it, y'all. That's all she wrote. The Kentucky Wildcats defeat the number 8 team in the nation, Tennesee Volunteers, 78-73. %50 of the bets were on the Wildcats. The other 50% on the Vols. Ain't that right, Sheila? Ain't that right, Sheila? Gonna have fun at church Sunday morning, says Doug. Is that where you talk all your Kentucky smack? Doug, you just roll up in the church talking smack about your Wildcats, bro? Subscribe, like, y'all. We'll do a quick check of the final stats, y'all. Quick roll down. All right, let me close that window. So there is your scoring by half in this one, y'all. Theo says Val rocks out another game. He's impressive. Thank you, buddy. Nobody said nothing about me shaving except for Ella Shiva. And she didn't even say it. Clean Val is back for Dodger baseball, y'all. All right, for those of you with bets or parlays on this game, there are the individual stat lines for both of these teams. Most of the people where I go to church are Tennessee fans, says Doug. I'm more than sad that the LA Kings lost yesterday. Hey, Kings tomorrow on the channel, y'all. We're going to try it again. We're going to try another Kings stream tomorrow night, y'all. Actually, we're going to try a Kings game 2 nights in a row, I believe. Let me double check to know I'm not talking out of church. Yep, 29th and 30th. So that's tomorrow against Florida. And then Thursday night against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And if you go to the live tab, you will see the Blue Crew Report members only stream scheduled if you are a member on the channel. The all new and first Blue Crew Report of 2025. That'll be Friday night at 7 o'clock here on Valhalla Sports Talk. It's a member only stream, mostly so I can get my feet wet with the new format. But we're going to look at the Dodgers offseason in that Blue Crew Report and talk about the acquisitions that the team has made, talk about who we've lost. Now, the big difference with the Blue Crew Report and some other Dodger news type streams that go on out there daily is 2 things. One, we're going to start before them every day, 10 o'clock in the morning, once I start them going next week. So 10 o'clock every morning, Mountain Standard Time. And then the other thing, this is not going to be me just talking about what I think the Dodgers are going to do, guessing what they're going to do. This will be us exploring what's out there on the interwebs and talking about, an interactive deal where we talk to one another and you don't have to send me a super chat to get me to answer your question. So a different kind of deal. But the all-new Valhalla Sports Talk Blue Crew Report debuts on Friday night, a special members-only stream, and then starting next week, they will be open to everybody every day at 10 o'clock in the morning Mountain Standard Time. We will talk about the day that was, the day that is, and the days that will be in Dodger baseball. Your outfit looks very cool. I have on my black polo, and I have on my little sweatsuit jacket, because to be honest with you, it's really cold. It's very cold up in here. Let's go Dodgers, says Elishiva. Tea tumbler, it all in go natural. Fun, says Doug. What does that mean? What means this? All right, so what do we got here? So North Carolina versus Pitt. So I bet you, friend of the channel, Coach GTV is doing that game. So I'm going to drop his link in the chat, y'all. Go over and tell Coach hi. Tell him Valhalla sent you. Still waiting for the Dodgers to sign Kike Hernandez. I want to really make this Blue Crew thing into something where we bring guests in. Theo, I mentioned it the other night on the stream. I would like to get you to get into Discord and join me on stream, bro, and talk about these Dodgers in these Blue Crew reports. If you're working nights and you're awake at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard, I've done the setup with that in anticipation, bringing folks on to talk about the Dodgers with me. I'm keeping my beard till spring myself, says Theo. Well, what is spring? It starts what? Tomorrow? Doesn't it just start tomorrow? I don't know when spring starts. Isn't it April or March? I'm actually looking forward to it. The overlay is sick, y'all. Could you invite Clint Pasillas to your Blue Crew show? Probably not, Elishiva. I think Clint probably sees himself as above my level. So probably not. I don't think Clint and I would exactly vibe. I like him. I like him, but I don't know. I'm not trying to be Clint. I'm not trying to be our guy over at Dodger Nation. I'm just a fan, y'all. I'm just a fan. I'm not going to guess wildly and make 50 videos so that you watch it every day on some guess that I've made. I am the non-credentialed official ambassador, unofficially, of Dodgers baseball. Yeah, they're all connected, y'all. They all live there. Thursday, March 20th, 2025 is the first day of spring. Oh, all the way in March. All right, so Theo don't have to buy no razors yet. Theo don't have to go break out the razors yet. Casey Porter. I want one of our people, Elishiva. I want I want to bring on our people, the berserkers, the V-homies. That's who I want to join me and talk Dodger baseball. That's who I want. Kubler would probably be a good choice. But you guys got to get on that Discord and get familiar with it, because the only way I can bring you in is via video from the Discord. I don't know another way, especially if I'm going to do it on Streamlabs. So, but the setup is absolutely sick, y'all. I don't know if we would survive a trip over there. Let me do this. Let me go to the main. Let me go to the main and we'll do a sneak peek. There's only 23 of us in here, but Kentucky wins it 78-73. That is your final. Yeah, Discord's free, y'all. Discord's free, and you can all post all kinds of stuff in there. I've got sections for everything, literally every sport. There's a Dodgers only section. There's a free for all section. But there's a way to bring you in via audio or video. You know, if you just go, if I drag you into the what's called the live area, I drag your icon into there, and bam, you are talking on stream. But I'm gonna try to switch this over to the Dodger. A little sneak peek for those of you that hung out. All right. One, two, three. Testing 1, 2, 3. I think the mic it didn't transfer over, and I know I don't have the desktop audio transferred over. Let's see. Testing 1, 2, 3. Are you guys hearing me at all? All right, I'm getting massive feedback. Tell me if you guys can hear me. I'm getting massive feedback on the desktop audio. So I can not play any music or anything right now. It made it angry. And I'm getting an error that YouTube's not receiving enough video. I'm going to head out, y'all. I want to say good night, Gracie. Thank you. to everyone. See you for Kings hockey tomorrow. Valhalla Sports Talk will silently be off the air. Oh, there it went. There it went. Hey, good night, Sheila. Sorry you lost your voice. Go Kings, go.